It's a bit late. I don't know if the sound is okay. Um, Let me just go and check on my other, see if it works on the other one. Just tried a new system here, and just bear a second. Let me see if this is working on live. I don't know if the sound is working, but if you can, please hit like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. Um, right, let's have a look. Let's see if the sound is working. I don't know if it is. Why does it keep doing that? Um, um, Let me just see if you guys can see it. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm just going to check on my own, see if I can hear it. Big up Shay Arsenal. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm just going to try and check this out. How do I do this? So I've got to go there, go there. Let's see if, yeah, I think the sound is okay. Oh, how do I look at the, I don't know whether, I'm trying to do a watch along for, oh, 1 minute, I've got the Crystal Palace towel up there. Just give me a second. Let me just get that towel out of the way. We don't need that. We don't need that. Oh, 1 minute. Let's close that a bit. Keeping it. Got the beast towel ready. Let's put that down there. Yeah, just trying to do a watch along for. Don't know if you guys can hear. I'm a bit late. Pity for the guys there. It's a little bit. Let's get the duck up there, and doing a new location, or new setup, as it were. And that's all right. We've got the Crystal Palace. Let's see if that's stick. It's not going to stick there, probably. Crystal Palace women, good luck in 2025, the WSL. I don't know where the chat is. I'm using a new device, so how do I look at the chat? I can mute microphones, save highlights. Where's the chat? Is it here? Oh, here we go. Live chats, all live chats are visible. Top chats, message extension. Chat options, all chat visible. Right, I can see it. I can see the live chat. Sorry, trying to work it out. I don't know what to press. I don't know what to do. But it's absolutely. I'm very late today. I do apologise. The chat has just disappeared again. So how did I just get the? Let's have a look. Top of the chat. Oh no, press the wrong thing. Live chat, all messages. Remember to hit the. Oh, thank you very much, Shay Arsenal. How do I pin it? It won't let me pin it. Oh, sorry, Shay. On this device, it won't let me pin it. Let me see if I can get that. So live chat. Hello chat. All messages are visible. So I've done that. So how then do I? Big up, Shay Arsenal. Hope you're doing all right this afternoon. It says remove. I don't want to remove it. Put no. Use and add a moderator. No, it won't let me do it. Right, sorry, Shay. I can't. It won't let me pin it. Or I just don't know how to do it. And but it is. Oh, hang on a minute. I've got another idea. What if I go into the other one on Studio? Yeah, that should let me. Oh, no, wait a minute. If I go there and go there, pin message. There it is. I can do it on this one. Oh no, I put the big up one. I put the wrong one. There we go. But big up Shay Arsenal. Look, live and learn here. Right. How do I do it? So then. Ha ha! Ha! If you fail, try again. Please hit like and subscribe. Diego C. Palace. I'm very late. The intention was to do the Juventus versus AC Milan, and I don't know what's happened to that one. Multitasking here. got so many devices. I don't know what. But I'm gonna. I've settled to do the one on. Let me just quickly double check that you guys can hear me all right, so I'm wasting my time. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C Palace. Right, so how do I go into and just check that I can hear the volume? What is the device that I've got? I can't see the volume thing going up and down, so I've like no idea. So I don't. Let me just put the volume up as well. Right, that's a full volume. Hope you can hear me all right. And let me bring. How do I bring the brightness up without losing the? No, that's it. I've lost that. So it must be that way. Right, full brightness, full volume. That's the best I can do. The camera might not be the best, but please hit like and subscribe. Right, now I know that you can hear me. I'm going to go back to find the live match. And then I think it's half time between Valencia and Real Madrid. And Valencia winning 1-0 against Real Madrid. The last time I saw it, let me just quickly, Real Madrid, and let me log. Oh, I was going to type my user ID correct. And let me just see. I hope everyone's still there. Probably lost everyone now. Right, let's not keel over. But I can say that it is half time. Oh, no, I dropped it. Absolute Sage. Absolute Sage. Just dropped it. Oh no, this is not working out all right. Everything's not working out all right. Oh my days. It's all happening. Right, is that all right there? Can you hear? Can you see me? Oh, what am I like? Let me just prop this because this table that I've got it. Oh look, I've got it on an even surface. That's what it is. What numpty? Right, I'm going to drop the camera. I've dropped the camera again. I've dropped the camera again. Unbelievable. I've got the tape. I've got the thing on an uneven surface, and no wonder it's wobbling all over the place. Absolute scenes. And oh god, what was it like? Someone send a memo because everything is just not working how it ought to. Right, let's see if that's working all right. Oh, don't do me a favour. Everything's falling to bits. Oh, my days. Right, is that better? No, that's not better. So how do I then bring this up so it doesn't wobble down and it doesn't fall down? I need to prop that up with something. Let's try this one. Yeah, that's all right. God, that was hard work. I don't know what everybody can see. There was absolute shenanigans there. Right. It's still half time at. And now this one's fallen down. Oh, everything's falling down. What is going on? Oh, listen. You know what? I don't want to not put the Crystal Palace women's team. I mean, they're absolutely amazing. And let me just prop you over there. Right, there you go. This is how you do not do a live watch along. I've missed half of the team there. Do apologise there, but that's a Crystal Palace women's team. Come on, Laura Kravinsky and her players. Good luck in the WSL. It's still let me just see if there's been any other comments. I don't know how to do it. No, it's just be Shay Arsenal. Thank you very much for dropping in. Shay Arsenal says, remember to hit the like button, subscribe if you are new here, and get the channel to 2K subscribers. Thank you very much, Shay Arsenal. If there's anybody out there, there's probably nobody else out there. They've probably had a look at it and they've probably thought, nah, I'm not having any of that. And right, let me just prop this up so then this doesn't fall down again. I think that's a bit better. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I'm doing a watch along very late, the second half now of Real Madrid, and of course away to Valencia. And I'm just making sure that you guys can't hear the live commentary. Thank you very much for hitting the likes, people out there. That means a lot. And I'm using a new device there, so I don't know if anyone can see it there. Right, let me just go back to it. No, it's still half time. Let me just get the volume. Oh, this thing keeps moving and I'm worried that I'm going to drop the camera again. This is how not to do a watch along. But there you go. Managed to get a little bit of it. Right, I'm not going to move it anymore. Oh. Right, it'll have to be there. Got the duck there. Got the lucky scarf here ready for tomorrow for against Chelsea. And right, now I've done that. Now I can get the band is playing at half time, and I've got it here. Yes, it is. It is still Valencia 1, Real Madrid 0. Absolute scenes there. Will Real Madrid press the panic button and get Trent Alexander-Arnold now from Liverpool, of course, perhaps Virgil van Dijk as well. Who else are they going to try and get? I mean, a lot of pressure there on Carlo Ancelotti, but Valencia there with the manager of Carlos Corberán there. They're doing really well, and of course, half an hour goal there for Valencia, and that was Hugo Duro scoring para Valencia. Valencia tienen un gol y la Real Madrid, los blancos, los galácticos, no tienen nada. They don't have anything. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Let me see if I can get this one going here. Got to make sure the volume is down, otherwise I might get in trouble. The players are in the tunnel that I can see here, and I just hope people can hear me. Right, so that's working all right there, I think. All right, I'll leave that one there, and then where's my remote control? Don't do this to me. Where's the remote control? This is how not to do a watch along. So badly prepared. The players are coming out the tunnel there. I can't find my control for the other bit. What's going on? Oh, this is doing my nut now. Oh, I do apologise. But big up everyone in the chat. Thank you for hitting 3 likes. You guys are amazing. You're absolutely amazing out there. But I can't find my remote control. Where is it? Am I sitting on it or something? Oh, I was sitting on the remote control. Oh, what am I like? Right, so I'm going to remove that one there. It's still... I'm just going to quickly go through the lineups. I haven't had an opportunity to put it on the chat. I will do it at the end. The players are still just in the tunnel there. And Real Madrid have gone with Vázquez, Tchouaméni, Rudiger and Mendy there as a back four. And in the pivots in the midfield, Carlo Ancelotti has gone with Ceballos and Valverde, and Bellingham there with Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo on either side, and Mbappe. Listen, at Crystal Palace, we have Jean-Philippe Mateta, and I'll tell you something. We have what I can do is I can come out of here. I'm just hearing the commentary. They're talking in Spanish. Hold on. I can translate for you, look. Están en un gran partido. And they're interviewing one of the Valencia players. it's going to be a real tense second half. They actually interview the Spanish player as it comes out. That was Roja. Roja was being interviewed there by the commentary team. Big up to them, and Hugo Jura, they're scoring the goal for La Valencia there, and here it goes. The stadium, they're about to go into it again. Let me just make sure the volume is down. Jude Bellingham there. I can't see any half-time substitutions. There's only been one yellow card in the first half. That's Daniel Ceballos for La Real Madrid. But a lot of pressure on Ancelotti. Here they go. Here they kick off. It's the second half between no changes at half-time. And how do I go into... oh, God. Do I press this? Right, the kickoff is now kicked off in second half. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego Salas. I'm only doing the second half. I was on the road. I was doing multiple things here, and I'm just trying to get a bit more information as well. How do I do it with this remote control? Oh, here it is. Oh no, it's not that. Is it this one? Oh, wait a minute. Right, you know what? I can't get this to work, so I'm just going to leave it. Let me return. Exit. Yes. I do apologize for this. I'm just trying to get everything running. Right, if this doesn't work, then I'm just going to leave it. What do I press then? Diego Lopez there. Right, oh, I know what I've got to do. I've got to go to... I'm in the wrong menu there. Right, so if I go there, press screen for iPlayer. Oh, this is not working. I'm going to leave it. Valencia got a few players warming up on there. I'm on 47 minutes. No, this is not working. Why is it doing that? I'm working on a new device here. I'm not sure how this works. But anyway, here's Valencia on the right-hand side. Oh, this is terrible now. Oh, menu. No, that's not working. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm in the wrong menu here. So how do I go to... Just bear with me. Oh, here it is. So I've got to go there and then go to the web browser. Oh, for Pete's sake. Right, it's a corner kick. I'm going to concentrate on the live stream because it's getting stupid now. Oh, I'll do this later. Right, I'm going to concentrate on the match because this is just getting on my nerves. I've just lost everything on here. Why is the sports gone? Anyway. Right, anyway. Janaku there. Now, if a player's been fouled there, Real Madrid, Almeida there, Carlo Ancelotti there, eating some more chewing gums. The Real Madrid players just fouled the Valencia. This is the ball at the back. Hugo Dura, the goal scorer for Valencia. get the ball up to him. Now he's going to score against Real Madrid. And no doubt Real Madrid are going to playing Courtois playing the ball, hoofing it upfield. And Real Madrid are getting seconds here. Guerra on the right-hand side. But it's now defended by Real Madrid. And they're not settled. Real Madrid are not been allowed to be settled in the second half as well. Valencia are all over them. And this is Mendy now doing a throw-in for la Real Madrid. ¿Qué pasa con los blancos, los Real Madrid? ¿Por qué están perdiendo? They are losing 1-0 to Valencia. Valencia. Oh, my days. Now, is Carlo Ancelotti going to press the panic button and go for the likes of Virgil van Dijk, go for the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold in January now? If they lose today, 50 minutes in, Valencia won, La Real Madrid, Los Blancos. I expect Liverpool fans out there will want Real Madrid to lose. But the thing is, if Real Madrid lose badly today, because we're in the transfer window, they might go in for a few players. Rodrigo there, and I think that's a goal kick. Mbappe was waiting in the penalty area, but great prospect there. Rodrigo there for La Real Madrid. Also, the Valencia, they're not playing 3 at the back. They're playing 4 at the back. Carlos Corriban, the Valencia manager, he's playing with Fulquier, Terenga, Mosquera, and Gaskowski as a back 4, and he's going for also up top Duro, the goal scorer, and Andre Almeida. That's Valencia, but it kind of feels like a semi-final of a cup feel. It doesn't feel to me as a La Liga match, but Real Madrid they just are not able to settle. And here goes Real Madrid to nick the ball. Mbappe in the penalty area. Is that a penalty for Real Madrid? Penalty, por favor, por favor. Mbappe is holding his shoulder, and we're 51. I'm on 52 minutes, and I'm telling you, I've seen those given in the Premier League. Mbappe is still on his back, holding his left shoulder. He's moving his shoulder there. He's going, oh, and he's in pain there. And Bellingham there is speaking to Mbappe. The referee's having none of it. And Fukuoka there for La Valencia having a word with the referee. Is that a penalty for La Real Madrid? Do they have VAR? Now, nice little ball there. The right back for Valencia had his pocket picked, and then it all went absolute scenes. Mbappe got onto the ball, ran into the 6-yard box area. He has one touch. I think that's a penalty. Por favor, por favor. That's a penalty, I think. I think that's a penalty. That would have been given a penalty in the Premier League. I'm sorry there. That's Tarega versus Mbappe. And for me, they're looking at it. I'm sure they have VAR. I'm sure they can afford VAR. Please keep hitting the likes. Help me get to 5 likes. I do apologise. I'm very late. This is the second half. It is Valencia 1. La Real Madrid. Los blancos están perdiendo contra Valencia. ¿Qué va a hacer Ancelotti? Si pierde este partido, van a comprar a Trent Alexander-Arnold. What's going to happen? What's going to happen if Real Madrid lose this match against Valencia? We're in the beginning of a transfer window. Are they going to get Trent Alexander-Arnold like tomorrow? They're going to pick up the phone. The president of the Real Madrid will be picking up the phone saying, hello, por favor, Trent Alexander-Arnold, please, venga, por favor, venga y juega por nosotros. That's what is happening right now, real true. And it is a penalty for La Real Madrid, the home crowd, a la Valencia. I told you it was a penalty. You don't need to have VAR for that. Please hit a like and subscribe. Bellingham is behind the ball. He's just placing the ball like that football. Oh, you can't see the football there. Crystal Palace football there. He's placing the football there. And Dimitrescu, the Valencia goalkeeper. Now, Jude Bellingham is taking the penalty. He's just wiping his brows because it is raining. Está lloviendo. It's raining. He does a little hop. Oh, he hit the post. Bellingham has a little hop, a really big hop, and he hits the post, and it's not a goal. Oh my days! What was Bellingham doing? Por favor! I tell you, Real Madrid fans, you need to go and get Trent Alexander-Arnold, like ASP. You need to get Mo Salah, and maybe it was the rain. The rain. He had a big hop. What a stupid little hop. He only took like a 5-yard run up to the penalty spot. He had a little hop, a bit limit. Look, one touch. He jumped up. The goalkeeper the goalkeeper did come off his line, so they might ask the penalty to. They might look at it and they might ask the penalty to be retaken, because the goal. For me, the goalie went off his line. For me, the goalie went off the line, and the Real Madrid players are saying to the referee, not only is it chucking down, but I'll tell you this much: the goalie clearly went off his line, and that penalty should have been retaken again. Are they going to retake it again? For me, there was contact. There wasn't really enough contact. What a crazy penalty by Jude Bellingham. He leaped like this in the air. First penalty miss for Jude Bellingham in La Liga. What absolute scenes. Now, our Liverpool fans watching this match closely, make sure you can eat. I've got some hummus here. Got some nibbles here. I do apologise for being late because I was very busy today, and got a croissant here just to have a little bit of nibble. Oh dear, I'm making a mess here. Unbelievable. Some may say things happen for a reason. Some may say that the contact on Bellingham from Tarrega, the centre half of Valencia, and here's Valencia that's Lopez on the ball, and that is now a Valencia corner. On 57 minutes, the Valencia fans are going into another atmosphere there. Unbelievable scenes. Make sure you eat and drink while you watch your football. This is an eat along and a watch along. Jude Bellingham has missed his first penalty ever for la Real Madrid. ¿Qué le pasa a los jugadores de la Real Madrid? ¿Qué puede hacer Ancelotti ahora? Lo único que puede hacer es llamar a Liverpool and preguntarle a Trent Alexander-Arnold, por favor, venga y juega por nosotros. Lo necesitamos. What I just said there in Spanish is, what is Real Madrid players going to do? What is Ancelotti going to do? He's going to pick up the phone as soon as this match is finished. He's going to dial the number and he's going to call Trent Alexander-Arnold and say, come over, lad. Come over, son. The food is good. The weather's good. The wine is good here in Spain. Come over here. Look, we need you, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, how is that going to land with the Liverpool fans? Is Trent Alexander-Arnold going to land at La Real Madrid in January? Is he going to leave in a professional way, or is he going to do the same kind of thing that Michael Owen or McManaman did? Is it as big as when Sol Campbell, when he did that switch between Arsenal and Tottenham and Arsenal? Is it as big as Ashley Cole moment? If Trent Alexander leaves Liverpool in January and lands at Real Madrid? The reason why I'm emphasising this is I don't understand Liverpool, but what I do know is because I grew up with Liverpool fans here in London, and they are very protective of their young players that they come through the academy, and Liverpool fans are very protective, have always been, and will always fight for their Trent Alexander. And then Real Madrid has just equalised. They've just walked into the penalty area, and Mbappe has just carved them apart. He doesn't need one chance or two chances, and Jude Bellingham there, I think that might be a Bellingham assist, and it's goal! Mbappe. Mbappe. Of course, at Crystal Palace, we have Jean-Philippe Mateta. Real talk, is levels above Mbappe. And, is he offside? Is he offside? They might have to have a look at that. Look into my eye. Real talk, is that offside? What a lovely little couple there. Bellingham there, link-up play there in the penalty area to Mbappe. Mbappe takes one touch, moves it over to his right foot. Bish, bash, bosh. And Real Madrid have equalised. It is, but it could be offside. VAR are looking at it. Remember, you can eat and drink while you watch your football. And is it going to be ruled off? And it's ruled out. It's not meant to be. Ancelotti has got his arm crosses on the dugout. It's been ruled out. So Jude Bellingham, in the space of 5 minutes, has missed a penalty. His very first penalty in La Liga. The Valencia fans están riéndose. Que por favor. Bellingham passed in the penalty area for Jude Bellingham there in about 59 minutes. And that's 2 offsides now for Real Madrid. And I'll tell you something, make sure you eat. It's still Valencia 1, Real Madrid 0. It's on 80 minutes now. The Valencia, big up. When will he come on the game? Is a game changer? I don't know. Big up to people in the chat. There is a lot of substitutes warming up on the left-hand side of that pitch. La Real Madrid are pressing the panic button, but at the moment, the Valencia goalkeeper, Dimitrescu, is down, injured in his area. The home fans of Valencia are going up and down. They're celebrating, but this is a new man. Jude Bellingham has never missed a penalty in La Liga, and he's missed his first penalty today. What a crazy run-up. He took one step, then jumped up like a salmon, and then he hit it, and he hit the post. No goal. Having said that, I think the goalkeeper did leave his line before Jude Bellingham hit that ball, so that could have been replayed, but no, it wasn't. Now, between 4 minutes and 5 minutes, Jude Bellingham in the Valencia penalty area managed to nick the pocket of the centre half of Valencia player and passed it on to Mbappe. He took one touch with his left foot, and then with his right foot, bish bash bosh, he scored, but then he was ruled out offside. Absolute scenes there. Two offsides ruled out. I think that was onside, but it is what it is. What scenes, what absolute scenes there. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Just pouring a drink here. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. And he was offside by a toe. He was offside. Mbappe was offside by 2 of his... he was offside by a toenail. Oh my days, La Real Madrid fans. It's not meant to be today. It's raining there. Maybe the rain has affected Mbappe. I mean, what a crazy run-up. Yeah, please eat responsibly. Big up to HTV. And I'll tell you something. Remember that you can eat and just having a bit of hummus there. A little croissant there. It's the only thing I could grab quickly because I was so late. And it's raining and it's chucking it down there. It's I did say the time run correctly. It's 63 minutes. Sorry about that earlier on. It is 63 minutes and 45 seconds here. And La Real Madrid, Los Blancos, están perdiendo contra Valencia. La Real Madrid are losing to Valencia. Please help me get to 5 likes. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And here's Real Madrid here. Bellingham there on the outside of the penalty area. Bellingham on the ball outside penalty. He passes it. Monte, Ceballos, switching the play out to the right-hand side. That's a foul on the Real Madrid player. It's whipped into the penalty area, but that should be a foul on the Real Madrid player. He got chopped up there. And Real Madrid now have stepped up another gear offensively, attacking-wise. From my opinion, they're playing with Ceballos and Valverde. They're getting a bit more of the ball now in that pivot there in the midfield for La Real Madrid. And but Valencia are quite confident on the ball there. And they've given the ball away. Unforced error there by Valencia. Have given the ball away. There's Rudiger. Rudiger crosses the ball out to the left-hand side. And Mbappe there cutting into the penalty area, doing a little oversteps there. And Ceballos there missing the ball there. Balls back with Mbappe. Mbappe there doing all his tricks on the left-hand side of the penalty area. He crosses it into the 6-yard box area. But Valencia players clear the ball away. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. And please remember to eat and drink responsibly while you watch your football. And here it is. I can't even eat right now because there's so much action going on. And the ball, Vinicius Jr. back in the lineup for La Real Madrid. Yeah. The possession at the moment is Real Madrid 66% right now in this match. 65 minutes. Time is running out. Rudiger should join. I'll tell you, there's plenty of time in this match. There's only 66 minutes, in my opinion. Rudiger's still a good defender. And there's a penalty. Oh my God! In the 6-yard box area. Por favor. Who was that? That was Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Oh, what a pass. Let me see this. Real Madrid has just stepped up another game now attackingly. And what a header there by Rodrigo. What a ball pushed in there. Oh, he's got to get it on target. He's a free header. Maybe the flight of the ball was a bit higher for him, for Rodrigo. He's not that a tall player. And Real Madrid responding now to a double substitution from Valencia. Valencia now are just calming things down by making a double substitution on 66 minutes. Javi Herrera is coming off. Diego Lopez is coming out, and Caños is coming in. So that's Diego Lopez been taken out, and Javi Guerra is coming out, and Guillemon is coming on there. So we'll see how that has an impact on Real Madrid, because Valencia need to do something at the moment, because they've actually they're controlling too much of the ball right now. 67% of possession. Camavinga's coming on for La Real Madrid, Pablo Blancos, and also is Brahim coming on for La Real Madrid. Let's see who they take off. Rodrigo's coming off. Rodrigo's coming off, and Brahim is coming on for him, and Camavinga is Mendes come off, and Camavinga's come on. Remember, I think he was linked to Manchester United back in the day, and he jumped ship to Real Madrid. Now, there's a good 24 minutes, 23 minutes still left. And here's Real Madrid now again, outside the penalty area of Valencia. Please subscribe at Diego said, oh no, it's Valencia. Oh, the ball crossed into the penalty area, but defended there. Good recovery there by Chuchemani. I think at one time he nearly came to the Premier League. Camavinga on the ball. Camavinga again on the ball. Camavinga, he's fouled there. That's a referee. That's a foul there on Camavinga, surely. And there's a yellow card to the Valencia player there. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're on you. You know what? I'm going to get out of this one because this ain't working. And it is. Oh, 1 minute. Live chat there. And I can see it there. Hey, man, I can't. Manchester United to use Rashford in the swap deal for Victor Osimhen. Could be. I don't know. I think with Rashford, there's so many things going on. Oh, 1 minute. This is going mad here. Right, here we go. Well, let me show the volume's down. Please hit a like and subscribe to Diego C Palace if you are new. Just using a different device today, so I can't read all the comments out as much as I would like to. And also, I am eating because I'm starving. And been very busy today. And Camavinga, their shirt was pulled here. And Valencia getting a yellow card that was... let me just refresh this so I can get the latest. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this off because I'm just too... Let me just put this over there. Oh. There you go. Leave you over there. Now, time is running out. For Arada Gulia to join, no score possible without Arada. We'll see what happens. Ancelotti is a very experienced. That's a foul by Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior just pushed the player twice on the floor, and it's getting very it's very unsettling this match at the moment, and that helps Valencia. Surely, that's got to help Valencia, and I reckon. Mbappe crosses the ball in. Camavinga on the left-hand side. There's more goals in this match. We're only on 71 points. Ball whipped into the penalty area. It's a matter of when, not if. There is another goal coming. Real Madrid are pushing up high. Camavinga is literally beyond Mbappe at the moment. So that's a foul. That is a yellow card. That's got to be a yellow card. Carrega again. Most of the attack now is happening from Camavinga on the left-hand side. They can't hold of him. They can't keep hold of him right now. It's raining a lot there. Please. ¿Qué va a pasar si Ancelotti pierde este partido? ¿Qué va a hacer Ancelotti después de este partido? Él va a llamar a Liverpool. Va a llamar a Trent Alexander-Arnold. What's going to happen to Ancelotti if he loses this match? Is he going to call Liverpool? Here's a free kick taken. Free kick goes into the penalty spot area. And it goes out to Camavinga there, who throws it back to his centre-half. So what is Ancelotti, what is the president of Real Madrid going to do should they lose this match? Jude Bellingham missing a penalty, terrible penalty taken by him. And is Mbappe in the penalty area? Was he fouled? Is that another penalty? No, it's not. I think it's offside. But Mbappe did score a goal after that missed penalty by Jude Bellingham. A lovely little combination between, lovely, juicy, very tasty combination there by Jude Bellingham with Mbappe in the Valencia penalty area. And Mbappe, they're scoring, but it was deemed at offside. Thank you for the 5 likes. Please help me get to 10 likes. If you can, that would be amazing. But you lot all out there are amazing. I'm so sorry. I really gutted that I'm so late. My intention was to do the other semi-final in the Super Cup in the Italian Super Cup between AC Milan versus Juventus, or Juventus versus AC Milan, but I only got in to do the half-time for this one. And there's a shot there by Vasquez. Is coming on the outside of the penalty area of Valencia, and he claimed there was a deflection. That has to be a corner. Referee, por favor. You're looking younger. You're looking younger without the hat. Amen to that. Amen. Listen, I'll take that comment any day. Listen, where you get grey hairs coming out of places that you don't want to mention in these live streams, you got to say to yourself, real talk. When you get a comment like that, thank you very much for saying that. But let me tell you something, real talk. I think that's a corner. That hit that hit the foot of the Valencia player. You could actually feel and hear the ball hitting the player's foot, and the referee is having none of it. It's a and here on 74 minutes, it's Valencia uno, la Real Madrid cero. ¿Qué va a hacer Ancelotti si no gana este partido? What is Ancelotti going to do if he doesn't win this match? Ancelotti, él tiene el teléfono de Trent Alexander-Arnold. No doubt, Ancelotti and his people at Real Madrid will have the telephone number of Trent Alexander-Arnold of Liverpool. Will Trent Alexander-Arnold leave Liverpool in a amicable way to not disrespect his own fans? But for all the clubs in the world, for him to leave, why pick Real Madrid? There is a lot of hurt, there's a lot of pain between the Liverpool fans versus the Real Madrid fans. And there's a lot of banter from the Real Madrid fans back at the Liverpool fans. So for Trent Alexander to be doing this, and there's a ball over the top there, and this is Vinicius Junior. He's got the ball in the penalty area. He's in space. Is a penalty? That is a penalty for Vinicius Junior. Why is that not a penalty for Vinicius Junior? Maybe that's why. Oh, and the goalkeeper's gone down injured, and I think Vinicius Junior has just pushed the goalkeeper in the face, and there's nothing wrong with it. Micheski's gone down on the floor, and the Real Madrid players are trying to pick him up, and of course he's going to run down the clock. Why is Vincent Junior pushing the goalkeeper in the face? Because I tell you something, he's just going to go down, and they know. And the Vincent Junior, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Of course, and there's no one else on the pitch. Let me have another look at this. Was that a foul on the goalkeeper? I think that was offside. It might have been onside. Let's have a look. How did it go? Vinicius Junior pocketed the Valencia right back. I think that's a penalty. And then what happened was the goalkeeper came up and hit Vinicius Junior on his back, and then Vinicius Junior then sort of just tapped him in on the side of his head, but just tapped him, and then he went down like a salmon, and that's what it is. So, and now VAR are looking at this. Is it a penalty? I'm on 76 minutes. Either Vinicius Junior might get a booking. VAR looking at it. VAR. Están mirando esto. ¿Qué va a pasar? Real Madrid no pueden perder este partido. Por favor, ¿qué va a pasar? Ancelotti. And it's all kicking off. All the players are fighting with each other. They're kicking off. They're all fighting with each other. Jude Bellingham there is trying to keep the peace. I mean, red card review. Vinicius Junior could be sent off, or the goalkeeper could be sent off, because the goalkeeper did hit out first at Vinicius Junior, but then Vinicius Junior got up and he just tapped him in the face. All things going on. And here's the referees coming with a yellow card. Yellow card. It's a yellow card. Let me have a look at this. VAR. Red card. Red card for Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior just lost it. He's lost the spot, and they're taking him away. He's been held back. Vinicius Junior has been held back. He's been pushed back down the tunnel to protect him. How? Because what it was, the goalkeeper got a yellow card because all he did was push Vinicius Junior in his back, right? But then, this is Carlo Ancelotti talking to Modric. Modric is going to come on. Why didn't he start? And this is absolutely scenes. The Valencia goalkeeper, Dimitrescu, he hit Vinicius Junior. He pushed him on the back, but then Vinicius Junior with both hands sort of just touched his face. Let's have a look. He didn't touch him in his face. It was down here. It was here. And that's not allowed in La Liga. And And what the Real Madrid players now are saying to the goalkeeper is that you caused him to be sent off because you kind of stoked the fire. But then Vinicius Junior should know better. Liverpool set piece of Ben Dokes as Crystal Palace chase winger. Listen, I'll tell you, there's all things going on, but I can't. I'm going to focus on the match. Big up to you on the chat. I've got to keep. There's so much action going on here. I can't keep my eyes off this. Really, real talk. Um, um, it's Real Madrid now, goalkeeper. Yeah, there might be some players that we are linked to. And also there's a young player that plays for Millwall. But I don't want to talk about, if you don't mind, Crystal Palace transfers right now. Because this match is absolutely on fire. 80 minutes, Valencia won. So much things have happened in the last 10-15 minutes. First of all, in the second half, Jude Bellingham missing a penalty, terrible penalty taken, and then a few minutes later Mbappe scoring, but it was ruled offside, and then a few minutes later after Vinicius Junior pickpocketed, that's a foul. How is he still on the pitch? Mbappe's thinking, that's this referee. This is not meant to be. I'm a neutral on this one, and I'll tell you something. Oh, he was offside. He was offside. And Ancelotti's just losing the plot there. But I'll tell you something. And then also, obviously, the goalkeeper pushed Vinicius Junior in the back. And then Vinicius Junior got up. And then with both hands, Vinicius Junior then hit him on the side of below his ear, in the neck area, but in the face. And there's a rule in Spain. You can't use both hands on the face of the opponent. And it was just like a little tap. Vinicius Junior should have just pushed him, like he got pushed himself, and then he would have got a yellow. But there's still, I think there's still more goals in here. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Help me get to 10 likes if you can. And this is Dimitrescu just putting the ball out to touch. He's not taking any chances there on 81, coming up to 82 minutes. So many things going on here. Modric is trying to. There's going to be an additional extra time, at least 6 minutes, I would say. It's 82 minutes. Valencia. Lucas has got a yellow card for. And here is Tchouaméni, ball up to try and find Mbappe. The loose ball is hit out. The centre half of Valencia gets the ball out. Now this is Camavinga on the ball. Camavinga on the ball. Tchouaméni, Camavinga. I don't understand why Camavinga's gone over to the right hand side, because on the left hand side he was causing them all sorts of trouble. But with the introduction of Modric, and because of the sending off, Ancelotti's had to change it. But now Camavinga is playing too central. He was better on the left-hand side. In the first half, for me, from what I heard, Valencia, Real Madrid didn't create enough in the first half, like what they used to. They have stepped up levels in the second half. They have scored, but it was ruled offside. Now, I have to ask the question. And here is Mbappe. Mbappe on the penalty area. Nice little turn there. He passes the ball. He loses the ball. Mbappe there. He's trying to do it all on his own. Canos there. It's... the loose ball. Unforced error there by Valencia. And they keep doing that. And Real Madrid are going to punish them. And they will get it. This is a through ball. Oh, it's Mbappe on the ball on the right-hand side of the penalty area of Valencia. He's cutting in, he's overstepped. He's crossed it into the penalty spot, but Valencia clear it. Bellingham there tries to get it back to Mbappe, but Valencia get the ball away. And that could have been a penalty. Remember, you can eat and drink. I've just lost it. Here we go. Modric! Oh, he's finished it. And there you go. There you go. That is exactly what happened with Mbappe, but this time Modric was onside, and Real Madrid have scored. They won't have to go for Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Luka Modric, ex-Tottenham Hotspur, but he never. Oh, what a lovely little through ball there, and Modric there staying onside. He knows how to do it, and something that Mbappe couldn't do properly. And I tell you something, it's 1-1. And I told you there'd be more goals. I absolutely said, what a lovely ball there by Jude Bellingham. Very clever for Jude Bellingham there to see the run there by Luka Modric. It is Valencia 1, Real Madrid 1. And I can see Real Madrid now going on to win this even with a player down. Luka Modric just come on. Masterstroke by El President. I know the godfather of all godfathers of football, Ancelotti, bringing on Modric. He had to change things. He's moved Camavinga more centrally. Before he was playing more on the left-hand side, literally, as a winger. And now, what an amazing second half. So much has happened in the second half. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. This is a watch-along for Mrs. Chuchumeni. And the goal was coming. I said it before the goal was coming, that there'll be more goals in this. And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And Real Madrid have equalised. Now, given the fact that they might now draw this, and Luka Modric, I think Luka Modric is going to get a yellow here. It's just a little bit late. Oh, apparently that he's suspended now for the next match, and he's annoyed with that. Oh yeah, he is. It's against Las Palmas. So now Luka Modric is suspended against the next match. It's Dani Gomez is coming on for Valencia. Oh no, I think there's double substitution. Jesus, I think. Right, now Valencia have gone to a back four. Almeida is out and Dani Gomez has come on. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. And Yarek is out and Vasquez has come on for Valencia. It is Valencia 1, Real Madrid 1. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. And this is Jude Bellingham on the ball. Bellingham on the ball. I was just lost there. Literally, the goal scorer for Valencia, dude, has not had a position. Big up to you, Steve. Valencia has always had a big thing of Valencia teams. Villarreal, good record away to Valencia, Madrid, or Barcelona, Steve says. Big up to you, Steve. I hope you can hear me and see me okay. It is so much has happened in the second half, and I'm actually glad that I've figured out how to do the light. I'm using a new device at the moment, so maybe that's why the quality is not as good as it should be. Where's my hat? I'm going to put the hat on because I reckon. Oh, you can hear. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. The device that I'm using now is my original device, and when I started doing uploads, I had to stop because the sound didn't work. So somehow the sound is working on it. I don't know, but anyway, but it's Valencia 1, Real Madrid 1. Now, ¿qué es lo que Ancelotti va a hacer después de este partido? What I just said there in Spanish is, what is Ancelotti going to do at the end of this match? Is he going to pick up el teléfono and va a llamar a el equipo de Liverpool y preguntar otra vez por el Trent Alexander-Arnold? What I just said there was, for any of you in the cheap seats at the back, in the Spanish lingo, what I just said there was, is Ancelotti at the end of this match going to pick up the mobile? Bellingham on the ball, going to the penalty area, Bellingham on the ball, Bellingham on the ball. He's still on the ball, one outside in the penalty area. He crosses it out. Camavinga now has gone to the left-hand side. And now he's gone a bit to the left-hand side. Perde. And a little back heel there, wrong move. And that's a foul on Valencia player. But what I was saying there earlier on is Ancelotti now going to AC Milan, beat Juventus 2-1. Oh, how do I see it? I don't want to touch this because... there it is. Thank you, Steve. Steve says AC Milan beat Juventus 2-1. Oh, they came from behind. They were losing at one point. AC Milan were losing. So that means it's AC Milan versus Inter Milan in the final. And you can hear Steve RFC says Valencia was always hard, big for teams. Go there. Remember, Villarreal had better records to Valencia at Madrid or Barcelona. Good to see Valencia winning 1-0. What have I done here? Big up, Steve. And then Edge TV says Liverpool set price for Ben Dokes as Palace chase winger. Yeah, there's going to be hopefully Vinicius Red for says Edge TV. Big up to you, Edge TV. And heavy touched by Vasquez, the Valencia player, and that was Edge TV saying Vinicius Red card back before. And then I reckon Arda will come on the game 95 minutes. That's what HTV said. And as you look younger without there you go. Time is running out. When will Arda good will join? No score possible without Arda. And what's this? Manchester United to use Marcus Rashford. 1 minute. How do I? Manchester United to use Rashford to stop there for Victor Osimhen. I don't see that happening. Victor Osimhen is not leaving. One to wait could be handed to Antonio. I don't see that happening, but big up to you. Right. I'm on 91 minutes and 9 minutes. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 minutos más de tiempo para compartir este partido. Aquí viene Mbappé, viene en la área, va a tratar de pasar la pelota, pero no lo puede hacer. Y es una esquina para la Real Madrid. And this is Mbappé doing his oversteps there on the penalty area of Real Madrid. And that was 1 minute, I've lost the feed there. So it's a corner for Real Madrid. There's 9 minutes of extra time. And that was Mbappe versus... it's one of the substitutes. And that's why I don't recognise him. Anyway. Header out. There is a Valencia player down on the penalty area. And Real Madrid... right. Someone's on the floor. Please help me get to 10 likes if you can. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. It is Valencia 1, La Real Madrid 1. What scenes? What an amazing second half. First of all, Jude Bellingham missing his very first Real Madrid penalty in La Liga in his entire career, my understanding. And also, a terrible run-up. Terrible. He jumped like a salmon before the penalty take. He only took like 5 yards, walk up to it. Terrible penalty. Hit the post. And then 5 minutes later, lovely link-up play between Jude Bellingham up in the penalty area of Valencia, up to Mbappe. Mbappe scored, but it was offside. And then the madness. The goalkeeper of Valencia hitting the back, knocking the back of Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. got up and then with both hands touched the face of the goalkeeper and got himself sent off. Oh, the goalkeeper got him sent off. All kind of shenanigans going on there. A red card for Vinicius Jr. in the second half, and also a big up to Steve. 1 second. What's going on here? Is this a penalty? Is that handball? Rudiger saying that was handball. I swear, there's some things that have been given away. That decisions have been given to Valencia, and here is I think anything can happen, but I think it will end up 1-1. But there could be another goal in this match. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Oh my days. And this is Real Madrid playing the ball out from the back. Still, a good header on by Bellingham. And Luka Modric needs to get hold of the ball. If Luka Modric gets hold of the ball, either in the Real Madrid half or in the Valencia half, it could be all curtains for Valencia. Real talk. He's made an impact. You wouldn't have thought that they were playing against Nottingham. And this is got to be the winning goal. And there it is. And Valencia have paid the price. That's what I said. And Jude Bellingham has just shown what he can do for La Real Madrid. Ay, Dios mío. And Vinicius Jr. will be celebrating in the changing room. What a goal. And I tell you what, Los Blancos, Los Galácticos now go to the top of La Liga. And Jude Bellingham there is making his traditional celebration and it was a goal. Jude Bellingham for La Real Madrid, and the Valencia fans are all looking like they're sucking on a lemon. Real talk. What a terrible inward pass there by the Valencia right back. What a stupid thing to do. What a stupid. Just put it out to touch. And then he puts it back to the goalkeeper, Jude Bellingham, and said, "Thank you very much." Textbook goal by Jude Bellingham. What a terrible. Why are you passing the ball into field? Just get it out to touch. You regroup. The Valencia fans are absolutely losing it. And Ancelotti celebrations are like this. And then he probably said, "Someone call Liverpool and get Trent Alexander on the Uber to La Real Madrid, possibly." Unbelievable, Sid. And the mistake was coming from Valencia. Real talk. Jude Bellingham has just been substituted, and Asensio has come on. And the Valencia fans are just saying, it's just that sums up their team. What a terrible defensive error by Valencia, and this could get even more ugly. How have Real Madrid turned it around? And I tell you how they turned it around. Luka Modric came on. And Luka Modric has made a difference whilst coming on after Vinicius Jr. got sent off. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. If you are new, my other phone is falling over. Remember, you can eat and drink responsibly while you watch your football. It is now Valencia 1, La Real Madrid 2. In a funny way, Real Madrid winning this match takes pressure off Ancelotti, and the panic button won't be pressed at La Real Madrid by the president of La Real Madrid in picking up the phone and calling Liverpool and bringing Trent Alexander-Arnold in 2 weeks' time. Real talk. So, but I'll tell you that the crowd are leaving their seats, the home crowd. Oh dear. Good free kick there. Oh, is that a penalty for Valencia? Thank you for getting me to 5 likes, everyone out there. I've only done 1/2, and you guys are just amazing. Before I was saying, like, if I get 2 or 3 likes, I'll be happy. I was Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe on the ball, Mbappe on the ball, into the penalty area. He's doing left and right. Mbappe still on the ball in the penalty area. Mbappe on the ball, feeds the ball through into the penalty area. But it's cleared by Valencia. And this referee is not giving anything to the home players now. And the home crowd, the ones that are still left, And the Valencia, you can see the Valencia fans. They just look so sad. They look so sad. They had this game won, and how did they throw it away? Unbelievable. And and um, and oh, the phone keeps dropping. Please remember you can eat. Ustedes pueden comer y tomar while you watch the football. And here is Vanessa. Oh! 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 What an equalizer! What an equalizer by Rioja. What an equalizer by Rioja. What a cutting inside there. What Real Madrid carved up at the back. Individual goal there by Rioja. Oh no, he didn't go in. He didn't go in. He went in and he went back out. It hit the post. It hit the post. Did it bounce in? The ball goes in. It hits the upright on the right hand side. Courtois well beaten. The ball does not cross the line. It goes across the 6-yard penalty area. It was. And it has ended. I do apologise. It wasn't a goal for Valencia. And Real Madrid have nicked it. Real Madrid have nicked it. I expect the Liverpool fans would know what that means. Oh, wait a minute. I've just dropped everything. Oh, no. Everything's falling down. What an amazing second half. Oh, my God. Everything is dropping out. It has ended. Valencia 1, Real Madrid 2. Absolutely. What a thriller. A thriller in Valencia. And Jude Bellingham there hugging his players there. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego Palace. I can tell you there. I can tell you there for sure. I can tell you there for sure. In the first half, really not enough attacking play there by Real Madrid, and Valencia taking them to task. Hugo Duro there scoring about 30 minutes into the first half. But I tell you, the second half, what a second half. I tell you, anybody out there who has not watched this match, go and watch the second half of Valencia versus Real Madrid. Los Blancos, Los Galácticos. Por favor. 1 minute they were losing 1-0 to Valencia, and I'm sure the president of Real Madrid was on the blower to Liverpool inquiring about Trent Alexander-Arnold and who knows who else. Real talk, real talk. You could hear the phones ringing. Real talk. And at that point, what happened was Jude Bellingham had a penalty. He jumped up like a salmon, taking a penalty. Terrible penalty taken by Jude Bellingham. Is very unusual for him because he's never missed a penalty for Real Madrid in La Liga in his entire career. Real talk. So if there's any strikers there for Crystal Palace and you're going to take a penalty, or any player for Crystal Palace, don't copy Jude Bellingham and how he takes a penalty. Real talk. Real talk. But anyway, so Jude Bellingham misses the penalty in the second half, and then like 3 or 4 minutes later, Mbappe scores. Good link-up play there in the penalty area by Jude Bellingham. Again, up to Mbappe. Mbappe did a little one-touch with his left foot on the right foot. Bish, bash, bosh. And he scored. But it was offside. Unbelievable scenes. And then I'll tell you something. And then after that, Mbappe... and then after that, about 3 minutes later, from that, what happened was Vinicius Jr. Was just getting up, walking away from the Valencia goalkeeper, Dimitrescu. And Dimitrescu, as Vinicius Jr. was getting up, he just pushed him on his back. He just pushed him a little poke from the back. Nothing mental, but a little poke. And Vinicius Jr. turned around as he got up onto his both feet, and with both hands he touched the Valencia goalkeeper Dimitrescu here, about below the ear, a little bit on the shoulder, but up here with both hands. The referee looked at it, he went VAR, and then bish bash bosh, Vincent Jr. got a red card. He was ready on the touchline, and his teammates just grabbed him and shoved him down the tunnel just to protect him, because he lost his shit. He lost it. Por favor. It was like a volcano. It was red cloud, mushroom crowd from Vincent Jr. He didn't get the Valendador, and he just got a red card there. Real talk. It was red cloud. It wasn't one of those little red clouds. It was mushroom crowd. Red cloud. Real talk. Like in Pulp Fiction. Real talk. And then when that happened, then the Real Madrid players then went back to Dimitrescu. They told him in his face, in your face, big up to Demo, 116 says, in your face, the the Real Madrid players on the pitch were all going over to Dimitrescu, saying to him, "Hey, you two, usted mire lo que hizo, mire lo que pasó a Vinicius Junior." So they were telling him, for those of you in the cheap seats with the don't know only Spanish, but una cerveza por favor, señorita. For what I said there in Spanish was. Um, the Real Madrid players then went over to the Real Madrid to the Valencia goalkeeper Dimitrescu and said to him in no uncertain terms, "You just got a player sent off." Do you know what I mean? Real talk. That was liberties, real liberties, and you know what I mean? They were not going to forget it. So then what happened then? They lost a player, Vinicius Junior. Ancelotti had to change things, and he brought on Luka Modric on, and he completely changed it, completely transformed it. Camavinga had to go into a bit more centre half, on the right hand side, literally on the pitch. And then what happened then? Bish bash bosh. I said it before the goal, the equaliser by Real Madrid was scored. I said there was goals coming in there, and what happened then was Luka Modric got individual. Took the ball in the penalty area for in the penalty area of Valencia, and he scored. Now, I have to say this. Then after that, with Luka Modric there, you would think that they would have their extra man. They were actually a man down, but playing the Valencia were just thrown it away. The Valencia right back, which was Fulker. I'm sure it was Fulker. What a terrible pass! What a terrible pass! He's running back to his goal. He looks across the line. He's got Real Madrid, Mbappe. He's got the likes of Jude Bellingham. Just put it out to touch. Put it out to touch. Why are you crossing the ball infield? Put the ball out to touch. What did he do? Volker, the Valencia right back, he crosses it in. And I'll tell you something. What happened is Jude Bellingham there saw that. He picked the pocket off Taranga, I think a little bit that was in there. And then bish, bash, bosh. The next thing you know, then Real Madrid go 2-1 up. Absolutely scenes. The Valencia fans out there, they were crying on the touchline, all over the stadium. They could not believe what just happened. They had the game won. Los jugadores de Valencia deberían ganar ese partido. Tenían el partido ganado. A ese momento, cuando estaban ganando el partido, el presidente de la Real Madrid estaba llamando a Liverpool, preguntando por Jude Bellingham. What I just said there in the Spanish lingo, for any of you with the English lingo, with the cheap seats at the back, asking for una cerveza, por favor, señorita, and that's all you know. What I just said there in Spanish was Valencia players had this match won. They had it in the bag. They had it in the bag, and the shopping in there as well. Real talk. But when they had that match in the bag, at that point, the president of Real Madrid was probably on the blower right at that moment in time when they were 1-0 down. Real talk at half time. He was on the blower to Liverpool asking about Trent Alexander-Arnold. Real talk. That's what was happening. Real talk. That's what was happening. Because he knows he's turned his eye, and if if Trent Alexander-Arnold leaves Liverpool and lands at Real Madrid in January, and he does that in a way like Michael Owen left Liverpool, in the same way that McManaman left. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. It's all going to kick off up there. Real talk. So all I'm saying is, but then what happened is Vinicius Junior gets sent off, and Luka Modric is brought on by the godfather of all managers. You don't need to have the godfather 1, 2, 3. What happened there was basically Luka Modric turned it around. Jude Bellingham. Luka Modric scored, and then Jude Bellingham there, bish bash bosh, ended the whole thing. Now, big up to the chat there, absolute things. Right, I'm going into it now. Using a different device now, so Alex SR says super Damo. Big up to Damo 1168. 1 minute. I just don't want to drop this device because I just figured the camera's over there. I've just got to press here. And Alex SR7, big up to you. Good evening, Alex SR7. It says super Damo, and then Damo's what stand you in? Arthur. Oh, I see what you mean. I'm in the Arthur. Okay, I'm in the main. But you know. but it's just for safety. I don't like to say too much, but it's a bit obvious because we all know, we all see it. But yeah, big up to Damo1168, and it's yeah, you're in the alphabet. Yeah, that's where I went in when I was a young kid back in '89, and I never looked back. I fell in love with the football club, then still am, and mind you, we've had a few we've had a few proprietors owning Crystal Palace, and it's been tough. Real talk. What's that you in? I'm in the alpha. So you're in the alpha. I'm in the main. Um, Alex SR says, I'm so happy right now, dude. The referee was literally against us without a goal. Shouldn't have stood there. See, Alex SR saying this. And then Damo1168, big up to Damo1168. Love that smile in there. Cheers you up and no end, even if you've had a day like I've had it. And oh, what do I do here? So, how do I get the view back? Top chat. Live chat. I'm using a different device, so I have to go into it every time. And Damo says, big up. And then before that, it says, sad to see Vinny like this. He's losing it. He losing it. I tell you, he lost it where he didn't get that Ballon d'Or. I mean, those Manchester City fans, they're saying that Rodri deserved to win it. I'm not saying anything else. I'm not adding to that. Thank you for getting me to 7 likes. If you can get me to 10 likes, I cannot believe we actually won. Alex SR, Luka Modric, what a player. He's now suspended for the next game against Las Palmas in about a week and a half from now. He got a yellow card. So Luka Modric is suspended for the next Real Madrid. And also what changed it as well, Camavinga coming on as well, I will have to say. I think he didn't end up going to Manchester United, and he obviously went to Real Madrid. And SR7, they're saying, Vamos, let's F go. I'm not going to say the whole thing. That's a good, if the Valencia goal counts, they don't check VAR. My prediction was 2-0 to Real Madrid. Would have been correct if Valencia. No, but in the first half, Real Madrid was just all over the shop. Next fixtures come up for Irish League. It starts on 14th of February and finishes November the 1st, but Saturday instead of Friday. Damien Duff team starts off. Damien Duff is the manager there, out there, isn't it? And versus Derry at home. They beat Derry 1-0 in the last day. 8 minutes left for the that was before. Big up to Steve there, and also anybody else there in the chat. Rodrigo literally got fouled. Look. All I know, yeah. You know what. There was some decisions that I saw in that second half that I thought had it been in the Premier League, they would have been given, whether they've been fouls inside or outside the area. And I'll tell you something, it's absolute scenes. Just make sure I haven't missed that. And what an amazing second half. I'll tell you something, when they upload this match on YouTube or whenever, just watch the second half. So many things happened. So much drama. I'm not sure how many matches now. Vincent Jr. now misses. I think he's just come back from injury. Ancelotti's losing it. And with the sending off, with the sending off of Vincent Jr. and now with Luka Modric's now been suspended. And there's also other players injured for Real Madrid. I can see them going to Liverpool again and making another inquiry of Trent Alexander-Arnold. And it will be interesting to see what they do there. But initially today, my intention was to do a watch along for the Italian, because yesterday I did the watch along for the Italians, where Inter Milan won. But today, I'm pretty sure it's right to say that Juventus, because I only heard bits of it as I was coming in. Juventus did take the first leg. Yeah, they took Gidis. Gidis scored 21 minutes there. assisted by Bangula for Juventus, and then AC Milan, unbelievable scenes. Pulisic, ex Chelsea player, he scored a penalty in 71 minutes, and then just to wrap it up, just to add salt in the wound there, Juventus player Gatti scoring an own goal, and then AC Milan taking the lead 2-1 away at Juventus. Absolute scenes. Let me just have a look at the lineup there, because I'm intrigued to see who Juventus started in the pivot. They started with Locatelli and Thuram there for Juventus, and AC Milan, um, um, there in the Fofana there, and Morata up top, and Christian Pulisic, ex-Chelsea agent, scoring the penalty there. And Morata was substituted as well. Um, But yeah, so that means that I presume that means I don't think it's a two-legged semi-final. I could be wrong, but I do believe that in the Super Cup, in the in the Italian, that is that's going to be um, yeah, Inter Milan versus AC Milan. Not sure when the final is played. Um, I guess we'll find that in due course. In the French league, there is still another match going on actually. Let me just Nice 3, Rennes 2. Let me just refresh this because I might be able to see it. So much going on in that second half. I tell you, I implore you lot, just go and watch that second half of um, Valencia versus La Real Madrid. Well, I'm so glad that I actually managed to get the device working and did a little bit of the watch along for that. In the French league, there is a match going on. It's between Nice and Rennes. It's oh no, it has finished. I do apologise. It's finished. Nice 3, Rennes 2. Yeah, there can't be any more matches. It's getting late now. Um, and in the Spanish Copa del Rey, Granada 0, Getafe 1, Pontevedra 3, Mallorca 0, and Racing Ferrol 1, and Rayo Vallecano 3. So that was in the Spanish Copa del Rey. And of course, the one I just featured there in the second half, it was Valencia there with 8 shots. Real Madrid with 17. That's what they upped levels in the second half. On target was 5-5 each. Um, but what terrible defending by Valencia. If you're a defender and you're going back with the ball with you and you're on the left hand side or you're on the right hand side of the pitch, the last thing you do and you're in front of your very own penalty area, you don't cross it infield because who's over the shoulder as well, you don't know for sure. You don't cross it in field. Just put it at the touch or turn around with the ball and have a look. But put it at the touch. Then you regroup and you sort it out. That's what I was told back in the day. Terrible Valencia. Their fans, the fans were like this at the end of it. They just couldn't believe it. Valencia fans, Valencia players had that match in the bag in the first half, 10 minutes. It was the first 10 match into the second half. But I tell you, when they were 1-0 up, I say, big up to you. Steve says he's going for 1-1 against Palace. Um, and yeah, we got 1-1 against them at the bridge. We should have got the 3 points actually there. Ebrieze, of course, scoring at the bridge. A club that closed the door on him. Chelsea fans out there, you slammed the door shut on Ebrieze back on the day. You slammed the door on Michael Olise. And you also slammed the door back in the day, no doubt, on Mark Gahey as well. So, real talk, Chelsea fans out there, look into my eye. Tomorrow, Crystal Palace are going to win 2-0. But Steve's going for a 1-1. 2-0. It'll be a 3 fouls on the bounce for Tinkerbell. I'm going to call him Tinkerbell Mark II, the Chelsea manager, because the Chelsea fans out there, content creators out there, they're saying, why is the man tinkering so much? I mean, real talk. Even Trying to see if there's any matches. Was there any Scottish matches? Yeah, Scottish Championship. Oh no, Scottish Championship. There wasn't any in the in the Premiership for Scotland. Scottish football there. What unbelievable scenes. Oh, Sporting did play as well. Portuguese. That's the other one I wanted to have a look at it. Oh, Sporting dropped points. It ended Victoria Guimaraes 4, Sporting 4. Jeez, how many goals? Who scored the equaliser at the end? Excuse me. There you go. Sporting were losing 3-4 for a 3-4 year. And on the minutes of additional extra time, Chicancho Trincasio, Victor Gyökeres got a hat trick, and 2 minutes, 14 minutes, 57 minutes. So they're having problems in defence. Chile, Thiago Silva for Victor Guimaraes, and Sporting pulling it back without, of course, Ruben Amorim there at Sporting. And let me just have a little butchers at the table. At the Primera Portuguese League, Sporting are still top with 41 points, having played 17. Porto have played 16, but they're on 40 points. So and Benfica's not too far away on 38 points. So it's between Sporting, Porto, and Benfica there for the Primera Liga Portuguese Premiership over there. Absolute scenes. Actually, I'm going to try and look at the because he ended Valencia 1, Real Madrid 2. Please hit a like. Help me get to 10 likes if you can. It'd be wonderful. If you can't, hey ho, it's okay. But big up to everyone in the chat. If you're watching on playback, please hit a like. Help me get to 10 likes. It'd be really great. Right, I'm going into Valencia versus Real Madrid because I want to see the table if he lets me get in there. And what an amazing second half. Anybody out there? Oh, come on. Right. With that win there, this is how big that win was for Real Madrid. When they were losing 1-0, I am in no doubt. If Ancelotti wasn't, certainly the president of Real Madrid was on the blower to Liverpool and says, let's just get this Trent Alexander-Arnold deal over the line, lads, or ladies and gentlemen. That's what he was probably doing when they were 1-0 down. But Luka Modric came on and the rest was history. Real Madrid, having played 19, they are on 43 points. Atletico Madrid fans, they will be fuming that Valencia second from the bottom now because of that loss. Had they won, they will still have been in the bottom three. But really, they should have won that. What terrible defending in the second half by them. And the quality shown there. They've got a minus 11 goal difference. They're on 12 points, the same point as the bottom club, Real Valladolid did, and Espanyol also there in the bottom three. But Real Madrid up there on 43 points. Second is Atletico Madrid on 41 points with a game in hand, and Barcelona are on 38 points with also played 19. So it's yeah, you still got to count Barcelona in there. But the problem is Barcelona have lost the last two matches. And will they press the panic button and will they go and get Luis Diaz from Liverpool? This is what I'm talking about. It could be Trent Alexander-Arnold on its way to Real Madrid. And it could be Luis Diaz on its way to Barcelona. Anything can happen. Anything can happen there. Just looking at the matches there, Barcelona faces Valencia later on in this month, and then they face in the UEFA Champions League a home match against Atalanta. I think Atalanta's going to beat Barcelona all day long. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. So that's quite interesting. The reason why I'm covering a bit more of Spanish football, Portuguese football, is because a lot of the Portuguese players, a lot of the Spanish players, not from Spain, but international players that play in Spain, it's going to have a repercussion of what's going to happen in the January transfer window in the Premier League. Make no mistake about it, and that in turn will have an effect on us. I expect somebody mentioned in the chat, it was Edge TV mentioned about Crystal Palace uh, players that may be on their course, and there will be a plan by Dougie Freeman and his scouting team at Crystal Palace. Make no mistake about it. There'll be something set in place for something to be done. If the money's right, if the option is right for Crystal Palace and for the players, as an investment coming in, and how we can get a return in rent. Remember, this time last year, we brought in Adam Morton and Daniel Munoz. Now, look how well they've done. Although Adam Morton, of course, is recovering from an injury, but even still, there's still talk of him perhaps even going up there to Manchester City because of the situation that they have had with Rodri there, been injured for Manchester City. Um, so I'm worried that players like Ebrieze might be. Uh, Ebrieze could be there could be an approach for him. Um, Although Glasner has said that he wants him to stay, but he would say that publicly, of course, but we don't know. Um, um, the other thing that could happen is that Mark Gahey is rumoured to uh, um, being of interest to Liverpool. And there's two things that I see from that is that they know at Liverpool that there may be some movement of some top players or um, in the January transfer window, and they're going to have replacements up there. So Mark Gahey, um, if he gets, if Crystal Palace receive an interest for Mark Gahey in the January transfer window, um, no disrespect, as I said before, to and about Newcastle United and their fans. Liverpool versus Newcastle United is a no-brainer. The player's going to move if the deal. And if Liverpool, if you land Mark Gahey, I tell you, you're getting yourself a good player. He's a believer. He's humble. He's a family man. He loves his football, but most importantly, he's humble. He's as humble as you ever will get a player, and you're getting more than a football player there. Um, he'll do more than a job for your club, and that's why Liverpool are in for him. Now, the problem is, I've always said with Liverpool is, as an example, what's happening in Spain will have an effect in the Premier League. When Real Madrid were losing 1-0 to Valencia just like an hour and a half ago, I'm not exaggerating, but I'm in no doubt that the people who are at Real Madrid, possibly even the Real Madrid president, would have been saying, pick up, give me that phone. I'm going to call Liverpool now. And just having another inquiry about Trent Alexander Arnold. So it's going to have repercussions up there. What's going to happen to the January transfer window for Liverpool is going to have repercussions to Crystal Palace, I think. If I mean, the worst scenario for all oppositions for against Liverpool is that if they sign, for example, uh, Victor Kyrgios, and can you imagine Alexander Isaac as an example, Mark Gahey as well. I mean, they'll be unstoppable. They'll be unplayable. It'll be oh my god, my head hurts just thinking about it. Things like that, and also will have an effect. I mean, for example, Arsenal fans out there, why aren't they going in for Alexander Isaac? Um, can they persuade Ivan Toney? I don't know. Um, I don't know. So it is what it is. So there's a lot of deals that's going to happen at other Premier League clubs that's going to have repercussions at my Crystal Palace. But I'll tell you something. Go and watch that second half. I'm so happy that I did that second half. Um, um, watch along there because uh, it just gives you an insight of how vulnerable Real Madrid were um, in the first half and not being able to offensively attack an opposition who are in the bottom three of La Liga. You couldn't do it, and they were losing 1-0. They were taken to task. It felt the game had a feel of like a semi-final cup game, and like an old school cup game. And Valencia, for pound, their man in the first half and the beginning of the second half, just a little bit of it, they were winning it. But then it was just momentum from Real Madrid. But then that sending off from Vinicius Junior, and in effect, then in turn, then meaning that Luka Modric had to come on. He just transformed the whole damn match. Jude Bellingham there, lovely, more link-up play there, more freedom on the ball, and it's absolute scenes. Um, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new, and it's uh, let's have another look at this. See if I can get this to go. Big up to Steve. I'm just seeing here on the chat. He's going for 1-1 tomorrow. It's at home. I kept thinking of Stamford Bridge. Yeah, no, I went at the bridge. I've actually got a few videos of me being at the bridge earlier on this season. I still haven't uploaded all of them actually from that day. So got lots to do. And then Steve RC says Real Madrid 2 points top, but they played one game more than Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Yes, playing a Copa del Rey perhaps. Madrid was meant to play Valencia in December, but was played God's World Club. Oh, that's what it was. They were in the World Club competition. Big up to you, Steve, for pointing that out. And it's let me just try and see. But yeah, no, it was just absolutely amazing. That second half. I'm not sure how Liverpool fans see the situation with Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm worried that from an outsider looking into Liverpool, if too many big players leave, Arnold Slot, if he can't get anything else out there in Europe, um, he'll be eyeing some of my Palace players, and I'm just like, oh, we just got a little momentum going with Oliver Glasner playing three at the back, wing backs. We're getting results, good teamwork, and yet again the transfer window comes in. The last transfer window, we lost Michael Olise and Joachim Anderson, to name a few. We have got young players on the books. Will Oliver Glasner give them an opportunity, or will they go with fresh blood, with maybe what perhaps Dougie Freeman is doing, bringing the youngster from Liverpool and the youngster from Millwall as well? So it's just absolute scenes out there. We don't know what's going to happen. But tomorrow, actually, I might just round it off as well because I've got to just have a rest. I've just had a long day today. And today I've only been able to do the second half of Valencia versus Real Madrid. It's the only time I had to figure out how to set up this old thing that I've got here that I'm using. And also, I didn't get in time early enough to do the watch along between Juventus and AC Milan. Last night I did the watch along for the other Italian Super Cup semi-final where Inter Milan won against Atalanta, and Lautaro Martinez for Atalanta just couldn't score. It was just terrible, absolutely terrible. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C Palace, and I implore anybody out there to go and watch the second half of Valencia versus Real Madrid, and I'll be very surprised if Liverpool fans were not watching that match carefully, because I'll tell you something, when Real Madrid were losing 1-0, I mean they were getting taken to task. Let's not forget that Valencia are in the bottom three of La Liga. When Real Madrid were losing 1-0, I am in no doubt that every Liverpool fan out there would have been thinking, shh, I'm not going to swear, but you know what they were thinking. They're thinking, Real Madrid are going to press the panic button and they're going to come back in and ask about Trent Alexander-Arnold as an example. Who knows who else they might go for? And the other thing they're also looking at, Liverpool fans are in the Liga, is Barcelona has just lost 2 games on the bounce again, but they've lost 2 games on the bounce. We're not even in the middle of a transfer window. It's just started into a transfer window. Are they going to turn Luis Diaz, the Colombian international at Liverpool? Are they going to turn his head? Or has it already been turned? I'm not bantering it. I'm just saying it. But when these things happen, then I have to say, then what is Arnold Slot going to do? Is he got options? Is he got ideas? Has the scouting team at Liverpool? Are they looking at some of the Crystal Palace players? So it has a domino effect all around the shop, if you like, of the Premier League, if you want to see it that way. Right. So how do I then? Just trying to get the just bear with me. Let's see what's happening in the fixtures for tomorrow. I'm wondering if tomorrow they're going to do the other. Oh, it's still coming up. It's not coming up. Pardon the expression. Right. So Saturday. No, my thing's frozen. Oh no, there it is. Right, here we go. Oh, got the early kickoff for tomorrow. So yeah, that was. I'm going to round it off. An amazing second half of Valencia versus Real Madrid, and Ancelotti bringing on Luka Modric, Vinicius Junior getting sent off. What madness! But what's he did? If someone pushes you in the back, then push them back in the back, or on their chest. But don't put your both hands on their face because you're going to get sent off. In Spain, you're going to get sent off. And then he's losing his rag. Anyway, it is what it is. But never mind that. Look at that penalty taken by Jude Bellingham. That is how not to take a penalty. Jude Bellingham missing his very first ever Real Madrid penalty taken by him for Real Madrid in La Liga. I don't think he's missed a penalty in cup competitions either. I could be wrong though. In Spain, I don't know. But certainly in La Liga, he's never missed a penalty until today. What a terrible run-up. What a terrible little... He leaped like a salmon, landed on the foot. But I have to say, the Valencia goalkeeper, he did jump off the line before Jude Bellingham hit that penalty that he missed. He hit the right post. And then Mbappe scored, and then that was offside. And then Vinicius Junior gets sent off. And then Luka Modric comes on, and Camavinga Camavinga comes on. He made a big difference as well. But with Luka Modric and Camavinga coming on for Real Madrid, completely transformed, just rattled Valencia. And what a terrible, unforced defence error by Valencia to concede that second goal. I'll say it again. If you're a defender and you're running back towards your own goalkeeper, whether you're on the left or a left back or a right back, or any back sort or any some sort, if you've got the ball and you have any doubt, just put the ball into the stand. Put the ball in where the crowd is. Put it out to touch, and then you regroup. You get back your shape and you defend. But what that the right back for Valencia did, he crossed the ball infield. Jude Bellingham said, "Thank you very much." Bish bash bosh. Real Madrid scored the second goal and they won 2-1. Absolute shocking. Absolute shocking. No wonder they're in the bottom three. That just sums it up. Real talk. Right, tomorrow. I'm going to quickly go into it now. Please help me get to 10 likes. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Help me get to 10 likes if you can this evening. If not, it's all good. But everyone in the chat, thank you very much for your contribution. And anyone who's watching on playback, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Got Penny for the guy there. Got the good old duck there. We've got the lucky scarf here. Just taking a rest here. Readying itself for tomorrow. Real talk, because we've got Chelsea tomorrow. We've got work to do. Tomorrow, the 12:30 kickoff. And this is going to be a tasty one. But, of course, I can't do watch along for that because my Palace is playing tomorrow. But tomorrow, the 12:30 kickoff is between Tottenham Hotspur versus Newcastle. Now I have to ask the question, as I always ask about Tottenham Hotspur: are we going to get hot Tottenham Hotspur, or are we going to get a cold one? In respect to the team, um, many years I've worked with both Tottenham Hotspur fans. Actually, one of my previous managers used to be a Tottenham Hotspur fan, and then Newcastle United. Um, and many of Geordie's as well. No, actually, only two in my life. So they're both sets of fan bases very passionate about their football clubs. As an outsider looking into both of these two football clubs, um, if Tottenham Hotspur don't neutralise the service up to Alexandra Isak, they're gonna be in for a lot of pain. Tottenham Hotspur fans out there, you need your players to stop the supply up to Alexandra Isak. When he get on the ball, when the man gets on the ball, you need to double man mark him. I'll tell you something, Tottenham Hotspur fans, you're going to be playing at your Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 12:30 kickoff against Newcastle United, and there he goes. It says here, Tottenham Hotspur have lost. God. It says here, Tottenham have lost another defender to a hamstring injury, so they've got another injury. Oh my days! Oh my days! Okay, I'm going to read it out because I didn't know this, but Tottenham Hotspur fans probably knows about this. But Tottenham have lost another defender to a hamstring injury, with left back Destiny Odogi set out for 6 week spell on the sidelines. So many players picking up injuries. It's just absolutely madness, not just in the men's game, but in the women's game. They need to look at it. I don't know if it's the footwear or... They need to look at it, man, because it's... They just everyone's dropping like flies. Anyway, oh right. So Spence for Tottenham, he returns from suspensions, while their midfielder Rodrigo Bentancur, oh, he's banned because he picked up too many yellow cards. Oh my days! Oh my days! So they've got players not available because of suspensions. They've got players return. Who might suspend, but they're maybe not match fit. And then you've got players that have got picked up injuries. That's Tottenham Hotspur. And then Newcastle are without suspended Fabian's. Yeah, I knew about that. But the yellow for fellow defender Sven Botman could return for the squad for the first time since March. So they've got a player coming back, but is he match fit? Apart from that, head coach Eddie Howe has reported no fresh injuries concerns, meaning Kieran Tripper should be fit to face. Yeah, he had a good game the last game he played for Newcastle United, and of course the injury list for Newcastle is Emil Jamal and also their goalkeeper Nick Pope and Callum Wilson. They don't feature tomorrow. So do you know what I see with this match? Goals tomorrow between Tottenham Hotspur and Newcastle United. Because of what I've just found out, they've got more injuries and players suspended, Tottenham Hotspur. I think Newcastle, the Magpies, they've got their feathers up. They've got their tails up. And I'm going for Tottenham Hotspur 1, Newcastle United 3. I just don't think Tottenham Hotspur will come out hot tomorrow. It's an early kickoff. It's Alexander Isak. If he gets on the ball too many times, five out of 5 times, he'll probably score 3 goals easily against Tottenham Hotspur, and Tottenham Hotspur not on it like they weren't against us. We got 3 points off them. Yeah, I'm going for Tottenham Hotspur 12:30 kickoff versus Newcastle United tomorrow at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Unfortunately for Tottenham Hotspur fans out there, because of their injuries, the suspensions, and because of the informed Newcastle United players, especially Alexander Isak. Will he end up at Liverpool? Will Alexander Isak end up at Arsenal? Um, any player who had to choose between Liverpool and Arsenal, he would go to Liverpool, I would have thought. And if Liverpool then get rid of Darwin Núñez, which is probably what I'm hearing a lot of whispers at the moment, it's a no-brainer. Now, AFC Bournemouth versus Everton. The rest of these are 3 p.m. kickoffs. AFC Bournemouth. Please help me get to 10 likes if you can, and also please subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. Also, if you're watching on playback, please also hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. My prediction for tomorrow's Premier League: Bournemouth versus Everton. As a sort as a Crystal Palace player that I am going for. I think there's too many things going off the field at Everton, and what's happened there? Why am I suddenly? This thing's gone mad. It's gone to Barcelona. How's it gone from Everton versus Bournemouth versus Everton to Barcelona? Oh, the thing's gone mad. 1 second, please, people. Sorry. Okay, now I think I'm in the right page. Bournemouth versus Everton. They. Oh my God, what is it doing? It's gone to. Oh, maybe because there's all these crumbs on the thing. It's gone to the Villa Leicester game now. Okay, don't touch anything. I'm using new devices today to do this watch along, so hence why you see different background, different seating position. I have been eating as well, but I haven't had time to. Right, so Bournemouth. Let me just press on it carefully. This tablet is just doing one. Oh, it's gone to Tottenham and Newcastle again. Right, I do apologise. I'm coming because I want to just read in to see what's going on between those two teams. Right, I'm going to give it one more time. If this doesn't work on this, I'm going to go on the other device. Come on. Okay, he gets there in the end. Oh, God. Right, yeah, I'm not going to say the manufacturer of this tablet, but believe me, just don't. That's why I stick with Apple. It works. Apple works. Simplicity. But anyway, big up to the Apple sales team in Covent Garden. Anyway, little discount voucher, please. Anyway, go back to this. Bournemouth versus Everton. Bournemouth top scorer Justin Calvert returns after missing the draw with Fulham. And how Marco Silva for Fulham, how did they lose those 3 points against Bournemouth? I never know. Having just recently, of course, done Chelsea over at the bridge on the Fulham Road. I mean, Chelsea fans. I'm coming to you, Chelsea fans. Real talk. I'll come for you. Look into my eye, Chelsea fans. Jamminess of Chelsea, what they do in the shenanigans, in the transfer windows, poaching a player there, trying to poach another player there, cracking a shell there, poaching another one there. Chelsea fans out there, there is no room in your changing room. There is no room in your changing room for any more new players. So you're not going to get Marquez, you're not going to get Brieze. Don't even think about looking at Jean-Philippe Mateta, because I hear Nkuku's going to get thrown underneath the bus at your bridge. That's all I'm hearing. Real talk. Real talk. But anyway, Bournemouth top scorer there, Calvert, I should say, the Netherlands international there. He's he's back for Bournemouth. Bournemouth have done really well. But you know what? The squad in there for Bournemouth in all key positions, left back, right backs, centre halves, the midfielders, the up top, they kind of got backup, not just a backup. Sometimes they've got 3 backups, and they've got an ability of getting players to play in different positions at the drop of a hat, literally. certainly they've got a better squad in there, in my opinion, than when they had back in the day Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe was just had too many injuries when he was there at Bournemouth, in my opinion. But anyway, back to the match: Bournemouth versus Everton. As a Crystal Palace fan, I want Everton to drop not just some points, but do one and get a very minus goal difference. So Bournemouth's there. Tyler Adams is available, followed the injury, but Marcus Sanchez, Julian, Adam, Marcus, Lewis, and Alex is still out. Ooh. And Everton midfielder there, McNeil. Um, he's still got that knee problem, and Sean Dyche just confirming it there that he's close, but he's not there at the moment, fully fit to go back on the grass and do their thing, as they say. Um, Seamus Coleman still sidelined. So both sides have got injuries and stuff like that. But with Bournemouth getting their top scorer back, um, uh, I wonder if we're playing in the first day of the new year, if that affects sides like Bournemouth and Everton. I know it affects my Palace. We haven't got a very good record on that. Um, but no, having I just been reading there and just confirmed it for following the pre-match conferences there for all these. I'm going Bournemouth 1, Everton 0. There you go. I said it. As salty as I am, because I want Everton to drop 3 points, and um, um, but I think it'll be a close match. But Bournemouth should win that 1-0 at the Vitality Stadium. So that's my prediction. Bournemouth 1, Everton 0. Now the next one is, I think this one's going to be juicy for the wrong reasons, and the reason why I have picked the right one is it is going to be, of course, Aston Villa. The next one at 3 p.m. kickoff between Aston Villa and Leicester City. Ruud van Nistelrooy, um, of course, the new Leicester City manager. He's going to be welcoming back Jordan Ayew, because he has served the one match ban. Uh, I think he picked it up at Manchester City. So Jordan Ayew, ex Crystal Palace player, he's going to be available there for Ruud van Nistelrooy. Um, he's been brought up on jollof rice from Ghana. I've actually tasted jollof rice. It's amazing, amazing. It was homemade as well. It was beautiful. Um, no disrespect, no disrespect, because I just don't want to get into any trouble when I walk down the street. No disrespect to the jollof rice from Nigeria. Big up to Nigeria, okay? But I'm just saying, Jordan Ayew, when he was at Crystal Palace, he brought home to us that Ghana jollof rice to the rest of the players at Crystal Palace. Real talk. And big up to Jordan Ayew because he's showing my shirt. I've just lost a viewer. I mean, no doubt that if that was someone from Nigeria, then I thought, right, that's it. I'm turned. I don't even know why I went into that conversation. I'm just digging a hole there for myself. Please subscribe if you're new at TNC Palace. And all jollof rice is wonderful from all over the place. Okay, North London, South London, East London, West London, and that includes all the countries in Africa. Okay, I'm just saying, all jollof rice is good. But anyway, so yeah, Jordan Ayew is available for Ruud van Nistelrooy for his Leicester City, and but Hermansen is still out for him. Stolansky will still be in the goal, I suppose, and there's another one, Fayez. Um, they're not sure if he's going to be back available for Ruud van Nistelrooy. So And for Aston Villa, um, Torres there for Aston Villa. He's still out for a bit, I think, for a duration. Very I think it was a broken metatarsal or broken bone or something on his foot. Um, and I think that happened during the match against Brighton Hove and Albion. Brighton Hove and Albion, you know what they're like. You know what I mean? You play up against a seagull. You've seen what the seagulls do to you and your family at the seaside when they take away your fish and chips or your ice cream without even politely asking about it. So eagles don't do that, but seagulls can't be trusting them. Can't trust the seagull. The man broke his foot playing against Brighton. Let's say no more. There you go. Well, I just did, I suppose. But anyway, Morgan Rogers there and John Duran, of course, are still suspended, and Diego Carlos and Filogini are both out due to injury. Um, and Matty Cash returns for Aston Villa following his ban. Um, where is it? It's at Villa Park, Leicester City. Jordan Ayew brought up on the amazing Ghana jollof rice. They have missed a few. They have lost a few. Uh, as a Crystal Palace fan, I need Leicester City to just drop points and continue to drop points. But then again, Aston Villa are dropping like a stone. They may have a little butchers at the tables because I don't think we're too far off them, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're on 29. We're only on 20. Ah, man. Um, no, we need Everton to drop points. They're on 17 points. They've lost the last game, but Aston Villa drew the last one. I'm going for. I'm going to bottle this one. And yesterday, I should be clear of this. Diego C. Palace. Diego C. Palace. I never have ever, will ever flip flop on a take, whether it's to do with boxing, MMA. I have never flip flopped in my life when I do a pick. When it comes to football, again, I don't moonwalk, unlike those Arsenal fans. Oh my days. When they pick their predictions, um, yeah, I'm still here. I'm doing the predictions. Um, those Arsenal fans, those Manchester United fans. Um, don't get it so much from the Liverpool fans these days because they know they're going to win. But definitely those Arsenal fans, those Manchester United fans, and there I had those Manchester City fans. They're flip flopping all over with their predictions right now. Real talk. Diego C. Palace, I never flip flop on my predictions or on boxing or on UFC. And when I get my MMA picks in there, man, I never flip flop and I never throw my goats underneath the bus, unlike some other people out there. Real talk. But anyway, leave that there. My prediction is Aston Villa versus Leicester City. I'm going Aston Villa 1, Leicester City 1. I'm going for a 1-1. Both fighting for 3 points, of course, but both fighting not to lose any points. They're both trying to get back a bit of consistency and results. Ideally, as a Crystal Palace fan, I need Leicester City to get 0 point. But without Aston Villa, without having their attacking players, and they've got so many injuries up there, it's like an A&E up there. Um, um, I'm going to go for Aston Villa 1, Leicester City 1 at Villa Park. Please help me get to 10 likes. I'm doing my predictions for the Premier League tomorrow. The next one there alphabetically is Crystal Palace versus Chelsea, and I'm going to keep it sweet because it's going to. If you look at my predictions on my playlist, I'm going to keep it smelling good and tasting good. See, at Crystal Palace, right? Last seat when Joe Ward was our captain, Yeah, at that club, Chelsea fans. My man, my captain. I said last season he was my player of the season, and people were throwing me all over the place at Crystal Palace. Like, you said what over Mark Gahey, over Ebrieze? I said, yeah, I'm putting my captain. And 2 seasons ago and a bit, with our captain Joe Ward, my Crystal Palace didn't just finish on the same points. We finished above the Chelsea from the bridge on the Fulham Road. That's right. Go and check out that video where I went. It's smelling good, definitely tasting good, and it definitely smells good. When my Crystal Palace finishes above the Germanys of Chelsea fans in the Premier League. That's right. I said it. I said it. And my captain there, Joe Ward, achieved that back in his heyday. I could just see I just lost the viewer there. He was probably a Chelsea fan, no doubt. So tomorrow, Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea, their manager right now, he's Tinkerbell Mark II. Tinkerbell Mark One, of course, is Claudio Ranieri. He's doing well at Roma right now. Real talk, because they're interim manager there. Respect to the man. Man did a Leicester. But the manager now at Chelsea, even the faithful, even all those Chelsea content creators out there on YouTube, the good, the bad, and the ugly of them all. We shot points for Valencia, bro. I was pissed. Big up to you, SR6. I'll come back to you in a minute. But those Chelsea fans out there, those content creators, the Chelsea fans out there, a lot of them are pondering, why in the blouse and skirt is their manager tinkering so much with his good lineup? I was at the bridge earlier on in the season and I've done some videos there. Cole Palmer and Cuckoo, they're on Cuckoo. They're Jackson. Play those three. Because Sado, as much as I don't like, because he's just a wind-up merchant. Mark Cucurella of Chelsea, with that Barney that he has. He's just one of those players, he's just so annoying. And he doesn't need to be annoying because he's actually a very good technical player. But it's just one of those players you just can't like. But at the bridge, we dropped 2 points. We ended up with a 1-1, of course. Of course. Ebrieze scored there. And tomorrow, Ebrieze, big up to Ebrieze who signed my shirt last at the end of last season. The man's going to score again because he's never given up on his ability this season. As much as I've heard fans out there say that Ebrieze has had a bad season, no, he hasn't. He's never given up on his own ability. He knows who he is. He knows what he's about, on and off the pitch. And definitely the players that play alongside Ebrieze, they know what he's about. Do you see the last goal he scored, Ebrieze? The way he celebrated, the way he was doing a little bit of samba there. Yeah. Well, tomorrow at Selhurst Park, it's going to be Crystal Palace 2. Chelsea fans, the referee, the 2 linos, and the VAR referee. 0 point. That's right, I said it, Chelsea fans. Look into my eye. Tomorrow it's going to be Crystal Palace 2. Chelsea 0 point. And the only thing that worries me, the jamminess of Chelsea, is that we've got Trevor Chabala. Of course, he's not able to feature tomorrow in the back three alongside Maximus Lacroix and Mark Gahey because of the jamminess of Chelsea Football Club won't allow Trevor Chabala to play against them. And My understanding, Will Hughes is still out. But I expect Jefferson Lerma to play in the pivot there alongside Checky Decore tomorrow. Um, Enzo Maresca keeps tinkering so much for Chelsea. Not because I'm saying it, not because I've said it, not because I'm saying it now. The Chelsea fans, content creators out there, they're pondering as to why Enzo Maresca is tinkering so much with the lineups of his Chelsea. The Chelsea fans are still not got over the hangover that whilst on the Fulham Road at the bridge, they bottled it against the Fulham fans on the Fulham Road. Tomorrow at Selhurst Park, I'm going to be reminding those Chelsea fans in the Arthur Way stand how they bottled it against the Fulham fans at their bridge. Real talk. I got here saying that Enzo Maresca is likely to recall Nicholas Jackson, Neto, and Sanchez, perhaps for their lineup, because all those were rested, tinkered with against the Tractor Boys. The Tractor Boys were celebrating on Portman Road. They were doing olays after every goal they scored against Chelsea at Portman Road. Definitely, those Tractor Boys out there, the Ipswich Town. Make sure you support the British farmers. I'm not going off subject, but I'm just saying, we don't look after the British farmers. The farmers in Northern Ireland, and Wales, and Scotland, and England. We don't look after our farmers. Ain't gonna be no food in the supermarket. Whatever's in there, it's gonna be very expensive. It's already expensive as it is. Just leave the farmers alone. That's all I'll say. Big up to the farmers out there. Anyway, oh yes, the football channel. So, at that defeat against the Tractor Boys, Enzo Maresca tinkering more so than the original Mark I Tinkerbell of Claudio Ranieri. It looks like Romero Lavia could feature. Apparently he's been doing well in training. The only thing going against my Crystal Palace against Chelsea is just I remember one time I was watching them and I was in right at the back of the main stand when Tuchel was the Chelsea manager, and at that time they still had Lukaku playing for Chelsea, and they ended up winning the last few minutes of normal time in the second half. That literally 2 or 3 of their players in their transfer fee, let alone their wages, could have outbought our first team, our second team, our C team, our under 21s, our under 18s. Just 3 of their players. The jamminess of what they do in their transfer window. This Fulham fan, this Chelsea fans. Real talk. Slip of the tongue. There. Slip of the tongue. He called it a Chelsea fan, a Fulham fan. Come on, I've got to say it. Come on. My Crystal Palace need to get 3 points tomorrow. It'll be Crystal Palace 2, Chelsea 0, and my Crystal Palace well on course to finish above the likes of Manchester United fans and Tottenham Hotspur fans. It's just a walk in the park. I wish we played those 2 teams every weekend, but we don't. We got Jammy Chelsea tomorrow at 3 p.m. at Selhurst Park. Both sides don't do too well on New Year's Day, or the first team after New Year's. Oh, this is a nice record there, especially for anyone out there. From the blue side only, It's Cole Palmer's 26 goals in 2024 is the most by a Chelsea player in the calendar year during the Premier League era, surpassing none other than Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank's previous record of 25 set in 2001. And there was a striker there back in the day for the Blues. They used to when he hit those balls, they stayed hit. Let's just put it that way. But they've got Cole Palmer out there. We need to make sure we just make Caicedo redundant in that midfield that plays for Chelsea tomorrow. I don't think he's worth 110 mil. At best, I think he's worth about 45 mil. And I'll say this, Chelsea fans, if you guys could give over 110 mil to Brighton for your Maestro Caicedo, if you're gonna come knocking on wood, wanting the likes of Ebrieze, I need to see 150 mil. You're not going to tell me that Caicedo is worth more than Ebrieze. I know they're different players in different positions. No. I'm not taking that. Please help me get to 10 likes if you're out there. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. That's my prediction for tomorrow, 3 p.m. kickoff at Selhurst Park. It's going to be Crystal Palace 2, the Jamie Chelsea, and the referee, and the two liners, and the assistant VAR referee, and the VAR referee. I'm going to go into what they get up to in their own time, the Chelsea fans and some of these officials. I'm not going to go into that. But I just ask you all to look into my eye. It is what it is. That's all. Who Crystal Palace is going to be up against tomorrow? We're going to be up against the officials at Stockley Park. We're going to be up against the officials on match day. And we're going to be up against the jamminess of Chelsea away fans standing there on the Arthur Wade stand. Crystal Palace 2, Chelsea 0. It's coming. It's coming. Come on, Palace. You can do it. Good luck to Oliver Glasner tomorrow. And I wonder if they might... I haven't actually looked at... I should have looked at... I've been so busy today, I didn't look at the press conference from Oliver Glasner. I wonder if Chadi Riyad... Because I think he had a game for the unders and he did well. So I wonder if he might feature. Probably not. Nathan Klein or somebody right there will play at the back there. Right. So that's it. Crystal Palace 2, Chelsea 2. Chelsea 0. Slip of the tongue there. Crystal Palace. I probably just jinxed it. Touch a bit of wood. Crystal Palace 2, Chelsea 0. The next kickoff at 3 p.m. is... Hold on, I need to get a drink. I've got here Manchester City versus West Ham United. Please help me get to 10 likes. And also, if you can, subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. If you're a Chelsea fan out there, look into my eye. Your Tinkerbell Mark II of your new manager that you got right now. The man's tinkering so much. He's adding so much of a seasoning into your sauce at your bridge. How can you go away to the tractor boys? Look after the British farmers. How can you go away to the tractor boys at Portman Road? They were doing olays at you lot. Olays. And a few days before that, the Chelsea players. How can they lose on the Fulham Road at the bridge? Not on the North End Road, not on the King's Road, but on the Fulham Road. How can you lose to Fulham? Fans on the Fulham Road. Tomorrow it's going to be Crystal Palace 2, Chelsea 0. 3 failures on the bounce for Tinkerbell Mark III. Next match, which I'm sure City fans and West Ham fans out there Big up to the one West Ham fan out there who, when I went live once, the very first time at Selhurst Park with this fan, I didn't know what I was doing. You know who you are, the biggest West Ham fan out there. Big up to you. I hope you're doing all right. Mr. Fleming. That's right, I named you. Big up to you. I hope you are okay. Now, Manchester City versus West Ham. For me, I think Manchester City are turning the corner. I don't think they've fully turned the corner. Pep Guardiola is keeping his cards close to him. He's still saying that Diaz and Edison might return, might not return, or maybe not. Definitely Nunes and Stones, they're off. And Bob and Rodri, of course. Hence why they might come in for, with their injuries that they've got all over the park, they might come in for Ebrieze. And I remember one time when Patrick Vieira was our manager at Crystal Palace at the end of that fixture, and I never understood why Patrick Vieira never played Ebrieze alongside with on the starting lineup with Michael Olise. I was always fuming about that. Respect what Patrick Vieira has been able to do, man management, reading the match as it develops. Yeah, I get that, all that. But anyway, cut a long story short, at the end of that match, we lost 1-0 because Michael Olise did an attacker's tackle, and we conceded a penalty, and Erling Haaland scored a penalty winning goal. So he couldn't score from open goal because we had Joachim Anderson and he had Erling Haaland in his pocket the whole damn match, even in extra time. Damn it, he had him in his pocket even after the match. Real talk. That's Joachim Anderson, but now he plays at Fulham. So what happened then is that at the end of that match, Pep Guardiola, el español, que antes era el manager de Barcelona, he didn't go over to his players. He didn't go over to the Manchester City away fans straight away in the away stand. Pep Guardiola went over in the middle of the park at Selhurst Park and put one arm around Ebrieze. Real talk. I did a video on it. And I remember I could sense it, I could feel it. That the likes of Dougie Freeman, Steve Parish were in the main stand, they were looking at it and they were going, I reckon, Mark Bright there as well. All of them, they must have been thinking there on the main stand and thinking, what in the blouse and skirt is going on here? Why has Pep Guardiola got his arm around Ebrieze at the end of that match when we lost, when Patrick Vieira was their manager? Make no mistake about it. Pep Guardiola, pound for pound, one of the best, probably one of the greatest managers, the coaches that football has seen. I don't disrespect that. When managers and coaches see a player, they see something about a player, and they can maybe feel and think that they can do something for them. And they are at a club like Man City. If they can get people off the books, say Grealish off the books, a few others, they're going to come calling for players like Ebrieze. I was surprised they didn't come in for him. Had Adam Waterman fully recovered, I think they would come in for him as well. So that's another one. That's another Adam Waterman. They could come in for him as well to give extra cover there for the injuries that they've got. A&E at Manchester City. West Ham, of course, their striker, of course, hope he recovers well from that car injury. Antonio, the West Ham striker there. But West Ham will be without their captain, and this is pivotal for my prediction. Please help me get to 10 likes. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Manchester City, 3 p.m. kickoff against West Ham. I'm going for, because of West Ham not having their captain. What a good player he has been for West Ham and for England as well, I have to add. Jarrod Bowen, of course, that's what I'm talking about. The man busts up his foot. playing against Liverpool. Liverpool fans out there, you see what I'm saying? And Fabianski as well. Days. So they've got so many injuries, West Ham. Injuries incurred on the pitches and also out of the field. And they've got people I just seen here, Rodriguez and Suskic. Oh no, they're not. So they are available. Okay, so they've got two players coming back on availability. Okay, but even with that, and with Manchester City turning the corner around, and it's at the Etihad. I'm going Manchester City 2. I think West Ham United got too many injuries. I can't see them scoring at the Etihad. I think it'll be Manchester City 2, West Ham United 0. Sorry about that, West Ham fans, and you know who you are, and I'm talking about. But as a Crystal Palace fan, there, I kind of we need West Ham United to lose points, but I just putting that aside, the saltiness aside. I think Man City are beginning to turn the corner. They're not fully there around the corner on their way, but I think that they've got. I think they've got that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Earlier on, I did a watch along half of the halves. Go and recommend 21. Valencia versus La Real Madrid, Los Blancos. When La Real Madrid were losing 1-0 at half time, make no mistake about it. There ain't no doubt in my mind que el presidente de la Real Madrid debió estar con el teléfono a la oreja, colocando el número de Trent Alexander-Arnold at Liverpool. What I just said there in Spanish, when you in the English lingo, in the cheap back seats at the back, asking at the moment for una cerveza, por favor. What I just said there in the Spanish lingo is that at half time, Valencia were winning 1-0. And at half time, I reckon, bet your dollar, real talk, word on the street, the president of Real Madrid must have been calling Trent Alexander and his people, probably, via Liverpool, asking, hey, hombre, ¿qué está esperando? Hey, man, what are you waiting for? La Real Madrid needs you. Now, if Trent Alexander leaves Liverpool in a very bad way, how can he choose any other club? Choose Real Madrid? There's going to be a lot of hurt pain by Liverpool fans. Real talk. Grew up with a lot of them. Now, that's going to have effect on Crystal Palace as well, on our transfer window. But back to the day and in. So, recommend you. That's why I didn't watch along earlier on. But now I'm doing the predictions for tomorrow. Next one up is Southampton versus Brentford. Do you know what? I just got a feeling that Southampton are going to pick up some points here against Brentford. I know Brentford scored the very first Premier League goal of 2025 against none other than Mikel Arteta and the Arsenal fans. All those Arsenal fans, the good, the bad and the ugly, a lot of them. Look at that first goal from Brentford of this year. The first goal scored by a Premier League scorer. And the way they carved up Arsenal in the midfield, and then bish bash bosh, it was Brentford 1, Arsenal 0. Of course, Arsenal turned it around later on, and I did say that during that watch along, that they would have to find a way to do it. But because the way Brentford are just vulnerable at the moment, and you know what, I think they're just jinxed at the moment. Thomas Frank at the moment is just walking around with a cloud around him. And I know there's going to be snow tomorrow and on Sunday as well. But Thomas Frank at Brentford is like walking around with a cloud. Not because he's a bad person, not because he's a bad manager. No, of course not. He's a brilliant coach. I mean, he was linked up to replace ETH, wasn't it, at Manchester United earlier on. Some people considered him before we landed Oliver Glasner at Palace. But he's walking around like with a cloud over himself. What I mean by that cloud is that he just doesn't get any decisions going his way by the officials. You look at his facial expression and he's like, what is the point of even worried about it? And when professionals in the game, like professional coaches and managers like Thomas Frank at Brentford, kind of give up on it, you have to ask the question: is like, what is going on or not going on at Stockley Park, or what are they doing in their own time, and is it having an effect on what they do and what they don't do at Stockley Park when they have to do a VAR decision? Anyway, Southampton are without Fernandez. Yeah, he's suspended. But Fling Downs, he could be available for them. Following, of course, their defeat against my Crystal Palace. That's right, my Crystal Palace. How did we concede that first goal against Southampton to a 17-year-old? But there you go. You know, we turned it around. That's the good spirit, the work that Oliver Glass is doing with his players. I'm going for Southampton versus Brentford. I'm going Southampton 2, Brentford 1. I don't think they'll catch us. Well, numerically they can still do that actually, but I just got a hunch that they're going to pull a win there against Brentford. They've got a good new manager there, new style of playing. Yeah, I'm just going with a hunch. And because what I saw with that watch along that I did between Brentford and Arsenal, I'm going Southampton 2, Brentford 1. There you go. Please help me get to 10 likes. I think I might have reached 10 likes already. If I have, thank you very much, people out there. You're all absolutely amazing. If I have, thank you very much. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers. As Shay Arsenal says. Big up to Shay Arsenal. Yeah, I'm going Southampton 2, Brentford 1. And then it comes to it, the last fixture at 5:30. This tablet's just doing madness. And it had to be the last one. May I just add that Arsenal players and Arsenal fans had no football over the New Year and just after Boxing Day. They had 2.5 extra days rest. The Arsenal fans boozing it up like Merson used to do it over the New Year. While at Crystal Palace, players like Joe Ward was in training and playing to get that win over Southampton. Real talk. It's Brighton, Hove and Albion versus the Arsenal. Now, how can I put Arsenal in one word? Yes, they took us out of the League Cup. Yes, they took 3 points off us. In the League Cup, they had a goal that should never have been the second one. Yes, we were below par. We didn't have Daniel Munoz, Ebrieze playing against them in the League Cup, in the second match, the Premier League fixture. And to top of that all, we just had too many players at Crystal Palace on that night, on that day, off their touch, and just bad defending all round. I think the players knew that. And that's why they tried to put it right. And they did put it right against Southampton. Just a moment. Remember, you can eat and drink while you watch your football and you do your match predictions. And remember, at Diego C. Palace, no one here at Diego C. Palace, no one in the chat, well, none of us, we never flip-flop, we never moonwalk, we never throw our goats, we never do that. We never throw our goats underneath the buses. Real talk. Unlike the Arsenal players, unlike the Arsenal fans, the amount of times they moonwalk, the amount of times they flip-flop, when they make their picks in MMA, in boxing, or in their football predictions, they're flip-flopping all over the place. One word to describe Arsenal: incomplete. What do I mean by that? I think they're probably 2 signings away, and those 2 signings are that Arsenal should get is they should get Alexander Isak from Newcastle in the January transfer window. But if Liverpool are whiffing, smelling, I don't think they're going to beat them to it. And the second signing that Arsenal should make is they should get a new manager. Because the amount of years they've been there and the amount of money he and Edu has spent at Arsenal. There is no manager in Spain, in La Liga, that will be contemplated or tolerated to have spent the amount of money that Mikel Arteta has spent in the duration, in sterling and in time. In La Liga, it will not be tolerated. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Barcelona would sack a manager like that within months, not years, if they spent anywhere close to 750 million net spend in a time space of 4 to 5 years, and they had not delivered a trophy. It just will not happen at Real Madrid or Barcelona. I think that's why I say incomplete about Arsenal. And yes, I know they beat my Palace, but my Crystal Palace are not going to try and win the Champions League, and we're not trying to win the Premier League right now. And we've not spent what Edu and Mikel Arteta has spent. That's my point. As for Brighton, Hove and Albion, I can't say anything nice about them. Not allowed. From the moment that I cracked out of the shell in the nest as a Crystal Palace fan, we are taught from an early fledging as a young eagle, thou shalt not say anything nice about Brighton. So I'm not going to say nothing nice about Brighton. What I am going to point out is the jamminess of Chelsea, handing them over hundreds and hundreds of millions for Caicedo, for Potter, who knows what else, for their coaching staff. They're probably still paying them off. Brighton have received all those millions and millions, and they are dropping. They're dropping like a stone now. We beat them at the American Express, the Amex. We beat them. 3 points for Crystal Palace at the Amex. It's a walk in the past for us. So if it's in a walk for us to go to the Amex and get 3 points, I implore all Arsenal fans out there, the good and the bad and the ugly, in the spectrum of Arsenal fans out there, yes, you know who you are. Real talk. Don't bottle it against the Brighton. Don't bottle it against the Albion. Because if you do, believe me, not that I'm going to have a bad result against Chelsea, but either way, Arsenal fans, I'm going to remind you about you lot bottling it against the Albion. Don't bottle it. Tomorrow at 5:30, Brighton Hove and Albion versus Arsenal Now, Arsenal have got a very heavy schedule in January, counting the last fixture where they won against Brentford, incorporating that and all the Champions League games. They've got they had 9 fixtures in January alone. 9. That's in 9. So Mikel Arteta is having to clearly move things around. I don't think they've landed a sporting director thus far. So who knows who or what is pulling the strings at the Arsenal. But definitely, the good thing going for Arsenal tomorrow is that Bambi Legs, as he's called by a certain content creator from an Arsenal channel, Bambi Legs, Danny Welbeck will not be available for Brighton. um, and also, I think Ferguson might not be available for them as well. Now, Webster might be, and possibly Hinselwood might be fitness enough for them. I don't think Esplichen will be available for Brighton, and their Kiermark new signing for Brighton, Diego Gomez. I don't know if he's match fit, so that's going to go for Brighton for Arsenal fans out there. I mean, the Arsenal opposition. Now, Arsenal. I think their top scorer Havertz. I think he'll probably start. I'm not sure why he didn't go to Brentford. I don't know if he was suspended or if he called in sick or something. I don't know. Called in sick. You know what I mean. Anyway, but yeah, so Havertz didn't. I know Havertz didn't feature against Brentford because I did a watch along for that. And then Timber is suspended, and of course they've got injuries to Sterling, Bukayo Saka, Ben White, and Tomiyasu. They're all out for Arsenal. Um, I can't remember the last time that Arsenal actually lost at the Albion. So that's why I implore any Arsenal fans in the spectrum of the Arsenal fan base, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm not saying who's who out there of the Arsenal fans. I'm just saying Arsenal fans, the good, the bad, and the ugly out there. Don't flip flop. Don't moonwalk. Don't bottle it against the Albion, because if you do, my Palace, not long ago, we got 3 points there. We walked it. 3 points out there. I'm not talking about walking on the Brighton Pier or when they have those classical car weekend shows at the Brighton seaside. I'm talking about we walked it. 3 points for Crystal Palace versus the Albion. So Brighton, Arsenal fans, just don't bottle it, all right? Because if you do, I'm going to remind every single one of you. Real talk. It's my eye. Yeah. Okay, my prediction there is Brighton, Hove and Albion. 1. Arsenal 4. As painful as I say for both of them, because the way Arsenal took us out from the League Cup with a fake, that's right, with a fake second goal from Gabriel Jesus. It was, had there been VAR, that goal would have been disallowed. I think Arsenal will concede because of how they conceded that goal against Brentford. Whether it's Brighton or anybody else, there's a vulnerability of them at times, and they've got a lot of injuries now. Maybe that'll be the narrative as to why Mikel Arteta will be given perhaps another pay rise, another 4 or 5 years, another 700 mil net spent in the next few transfer windows. Still no trophies. That'll be the narrative. He had injuries. Oh, there's another 700 mil. Well, so Arsenal fans probably pick up the highest home tickets in the Premier League. And that's not to mention the prawn sandwiches available. Okay, they don't have a mice problem like the Manchester United fans. But it's very expensive to go to the Emirates. Talk to an Arsenal season ticket holder, or the ones that can get tickets to be allocated to go and see their home team. Okay, so I'm going for Brighton 1, Arsenal 4. If you can, please subscribe at Diego C. Pass. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers, and I am also trying to get to 10 likes. I think I might already reach 10 likes, but with the device that I've got, I have like no idea if people could actually hear me, see me. So I've been sitting there like a muppet for the last hour or so. But I know they could hear me when it was the second half of Valencia versus la Real Madrid. Cuando los blancos, cuando los galácticos estaban ganando. Al medio del punto del partido, el presidente de la Real Madrid debió estar llamando a Liverpool y preguntando por la Trent Alexander-Arnold. ¿Por qué? What I just said there. While I was doing the second half watch along, but at the half-time score, when it was Valencia 1, Real Madrid nil. I mean, no doubt that the powers that be at Real Madrid, possibly the president of Real Madrid, was on the blower to Liverpool, asking, por favor, señoritas, señores, ¿dónde está? Where is Trent Alexander-Arnold? Lo necesitamos ya. We need him now. Will the Liverpool fans tolerate Trent Alexander-Arnold going to La Real Madrid in January? Will it be another Sol Campbell moment? Will it be another, not for Liverpool, but you get where my gist. Will it be a Ashley Cole moment in those terms? Remember when Sven Eriksson was hidden, was filmed in a posh room or something, and Ashley Cole was there. He was getting interviewed and all that. So I can't remember when it was. The late Sven Eriksson, of course. Now, if the match between the Albion versus Arsenal goes wrong for Arsenal, I think if the penny hasn't dropped for many Arsenal fans as to an attacking midfielder and a goal scorer, like a proven Premier League scorer in the Premier League to land. Ivan Toney probably was one. Alexander Isak will probably another. Victor Gyökeres, perhaps could they sneak it in? I don't hear Arsenal beating clubs like Manchester United. Palace will finish above Manchester United, and not as a worldwide brand, but on the pitch this season. But Arsenal should surely be able to compete with, say, Victor Gyökeres was up for moving to the Premier League, and it's not out of their bounds of possibilities. Surely Arsenal should be able to come up with the corn to turn it away from him, to go and meet up with his old pal his old gaffer, Ruben Amorim from Sporting at Manchester United. Is any Manchester United fans out there? How salty will you be? How upset will you be if Victor Gyökeres lands at the Arsenal and not at your Manchester United? Would that be not an undermining spectacle, worldwide spectacle, of your new appointed manager, of Ruben Amorim? I think you got a good manager there. Will Ineos be able to land a player like Victor Gyökeres? Or will Victor Gyökeres land at Arsenal, Newcastle, City, Liverpool? If Liverpool come into the question and they offload Darwin Núñez, Arsenal ain't going to get a whiff of that. And I don't think for one moment that Liverpool would allow Manchester United to land Victor Gyökeres. But then I would have thought he'd be Champions League tied, wouldn't he? I don't know. I don't know how it works. But I don't think it might be. I don't know. Right. So there's my predictions. Quickly, I'm going to quickly run them through very quickly. I am going for Tottenham Hotspur, if I can remember rightly. What did I say? Oh no, I wish I didn't do that. I'm going Tottenham Hotspur 1, Newcastle United 3. I'm sure that's what I said at the beginning of this. Bournemouth 1, Everton 0. This is off memory. I'm going for Aston Villa 1, Leicester City 1, because they've got Jordan Ayew available for Ruud van Nistelrooy. The man brought to Crystal Palace, Jordan Ayew, he brought to Crystal Palace in the training for the players, a little seasoning of that Guyana, the jollof rice from Guyana. Wonderful. Recommend it for you. If you see a restaurant, a restaurant from Ghana, in North London, in South London, in West London, in East London, check out the jollof rice from Ghana. I see it many a times from Jordan Ayew at Crystal Palace. Real talk. I mean it. It's real tasty stuff. No disrespect to the Nigerian jollof rice. I'm just putting it out. No disrespect. So yeah, I'm going Aston Villa 1, Leicester City 1. Crystal Palace versus Jamie Chelsea. The referee, the two linos, the VAR referee, the assistant VAR referee. Because that's who my Crystal Palace is going to be playing against tomorrow at 3 p.m. We're going to be playing against all of them. And that's not even to mention the Chelsea away fans that are going to be standing in the Arthur Wade stand trying to make noise. But we're going to be all reminding them about the tractor boys doing their olays at Portman Road. And not just that, the Crystal Palace fans at Selhurst Park. No doubt, we're going to be reminding those Chelsea fans at the Arthur Wade stand tomorrow at 3 p.m. how Chelsea fans, how Chelsea players bottled it on the Fulham Road. Not on the King's Road, not on the North End Road, but on the Fulham Road at the bridge against the Fulham fans and their players. Not so long ago. Those wounds are still open. They have not been seen to by A&E. So Chelsea fans at Selhurst Park tomorrow, it's going to be Crystal Palace 2. Chelsea 0. Your manager is tinkering too much. I'm calling him now Tinkerbell Mark II. I mean, Claudio Ranieri didn't even tinker that much. Real talk. Come on, Palace. Lucky scarf there is ready for tomorrow. Penny for the guy is ready. The official Crystal Palace bath duck is ready to go in the bath. I'm going to go in there in a minute. Look at that. Look, I'm not going to go showing you like me going in the bath. No, it's not going there. I know we passed the watershed, but no. But the duck is ready. The lucky hat's ready for tomorrow. The lucky scarf is ready tomorrow. And when we get the 3 points tomorrow at Selhurst Park, and we end up going above the Manchester United fans, and that's not the condition of Smelly. That is, look at that, look at that. Beach Town, it's on its way out. You see that? You see that? Come on, Palace. Let's get 3 points against Chelsea tomorrow. Let's have a clean sheet. Let's win by 2-0. Let's make a statement. Because at Crystal Palace, we've got Oliver Glasner. And I said it when we signed him, in comparison to how he started as a manager. It's very remarkably similar. Oh, yes, he has been knighted by Sir Ralph Ragnick of European establishment football, if you like. He's been knighted by Ralph Ragnick. Oliver Glasner is and will become the next Jurgen Klopp of European football. I said it first on this channel when we signed him, because I was looking into the background of Oliver Glasner. And people laugh at me, people are laughing at me right now. And tomorrow when we beat Chelsea 2-0, there you go. Liverpool fans there, if your Arnold Slot doesn't land your Premier League or your Champions League, if he falls down a slot somewhere, you're not coming for Oliver Glasner. All right? You're not having him. I mean, you might land Mark Gahey. Oh, my head hurts. Anyway, I hope I haven't just jinxed it. Right. So that's my predictions for tomorrow in the Premier League. And quickly, I just want to check, because as salty as I am, I just want to check. Millwall are away at Sheffield Wednesday. So Sheffield Wednesday fans out there, don't bottle it. Just get the job done. And make sure Millwall go nowhere near the playoffs. All right? All right. And then on Sunday, quickly, we're coming up. I'm going to quickly end the stream now. Fulham versus Ipswich Town. Craven Cottage versus the Tractor Boys, coming off that win against Chelsea. I sincerely hope Oliver Glasner, the coaching staff, I'm sure they have. They're meticulous, I expect, in their approach and who they're playing up against. We've all seen how Ipswich Town got 3 points off Chelsea and how Fulham got 3 points off Chelsea, and how the goals were created, not how they were scored, but how they were created. So let's hope that they've done that, earning their calls there, Oliver Glasner and the coaching staff at Crystal Palace. Hopefully they've seen that. Fulham versus Ipswich Town, two teams that have recently beat Chelsea fans and the Chelsea squad and Tinkerbell Mark II at Chelsea. Oh, this is not going to sound good for the Fulham fans, but I'm going Fulham 2, Ipswich Town 2. Can you imagine if they get another 2-2? Fulham fans are going to go, ah. Anyway, because obviously they drew 2-2, I think it was, against Bournemouth. And then last of all, quickly, because I need to go and get in the bath with the official Crystal Palace bath. Duck, quack. Liverpool fans at Anfield versus Manchester United fans. Will the Manchester United fans bring some of the mice? Are the mice at Manchester United behind the wheel? Well, I do say that they have a good manager. I think Bruno Fernandes is still suspended, isn't he? Yeah. Fernandes is not available. Oh, no. I'm wrong. I take it back. Fernandes and Ugarte return from suspension, but Lindelof, Mount, and Shaw are not available. Okay, so they've got their captain back. He's going to have a point to prove. Um, I expect, because he shouldn't have lost his cool when he got sent off. He was their captain. I think he's still their captain. I don't know. Go ahead and ask a Manchester United fan. But all I know is, um, you can tell when Manchester United are not playing with Bruno Fernandes. So he is playing and Ugarte is playing. Um, would it be Ugarte in the pivot with Casemiro, or would it be Ugarte with Kobe Mainoo, or Ugarte with Eriksen against Liverpool? Now, quickly, I'm not going to go into a song about this, but I'm going to be very direct, especially if you're a Liverpool fan out there and a Manchester United fan out there. There are two ways to beat Liverpool, I think, and of course it's easier said than done. The first thing that needs to be done is if Arnold Slot selects McAllister or Gravenberch, or both of them, and say Sloboshay in that three midfield, Manchester United players off the ball, pressing off the ball, need to neutralise their ability to even get settled into the match. Not just at the beginning, not just towards the end of the first half, not just at the beginning of the second half, but at the second half as well. They need to just chop them up, not hurt them and get injuries. No, I don't mean players to get injured, but they need to take them out in that respect. Manchester United fans, Manchester United players, you need to do that tomorrow. You need to neutralise them, unstable them in the middle of the park. If you let them settle in any form, in any time throughout the match, it'll be too late. Because you know they're going to go with Luis Diaz on the left, they'll go with Mo Salah at the other end, and against Manchester United, they're going to go with Cody Gakpo. I don't think they'll go with Darwin Núñez, because I think he'll be gone during January, especially if Liverpool land Alexander Isak or Victor Gyökeres. Yeah, if you're Alexander Isak or Victor Gyökeres, you'll be saying to yourself, "Let me watch this match. Let me see. Let me sit here with my football agent. Who should we choose?" Real talk. Apparently, Marcus Rashford is not available due to illness. It's been officially been said. And Sloboshay, he's available, of course, because he had to suffer a ban. I don't think he was injured. So Sloboshay for Liverpool. Um, he'll be available for Arnold Slot. I think Bradley and Konate, Ibrahima Konate, I think they might be in contention. I think they've had some training for this match. Um, for me, the first thing, as I said, that teams need to do against Liverpool is just double man mark or just press them, really unsettle Gravenberch, um, McAllister, and if Sloboshay starts in there, I think Sloboshay might start tomorrow. Those three for Liverpool in the middle of the park. And the second thing I think what teams and football fans should do who oppose Liverpool, it's all this malarkey that's going on off the field. You've got Trent Alexander-Arnold being approached by Real Madrid. You've got the likes of veteran ex-Liverpool Michael Owen officially saying out there in public that if Real Madrid have made an inquiry, well, I don't know how that word is said. Well, as Fabrizio Romano said, it's a bomba, breaking news. Well, I don't think Fabrizio Romano does it that way, but you get the gist. If Real Madrid have made a question directly to Liverpool about Trent Alexander-Arnold. As Michael Owen has said, adding a bit of salt, perhaps having a little dig back at certain Liverpool fans out there who still moan at Michael Owen and the way that he left Liverpool. We all know what happened back in the day. Michael Owen said, not quoting specific word by word, but he said the gist of it, if Real Madrid have come asking about Trent Alexander-Arnold, there would have been something hidden in the back that would have been going on. Now, Liverpool players, Liverpool fans, for one of them to jump ship and go to Real Madrid after I don't understand it, but I am aware that there is a lot of baggage, a lot of baggage, a lot of hurt, I expect, between Liverpool fans and Real Madrid fans because of what's happened between those two football clubs in the Champions League. Not just once, not just twice, but I believe 4 times. Literally, Liverpool could have had 3 more Champions Leagues underneath their belt. All right, if I'm not mistaken. So, there is a lot of pain there between those two football fan bases. A lot of banter going on there. And if Trent Alexander-Arnold leaves Liverpool in the same mannerism as how Michael Owen left Liverpool, the same way that McManaman left Liverpool, this is my second point, and this is where I'm going to land. This is where football fans from other teams, when we hear the Liverpool fans go to your home grounds, or when you're at as an away fan at Anfield, we need to remind the Liverpool fans, where is Trent Alexander-Arnold? Where is his heart? Where is his mind? Is he with you lot, Arsenal, at your Anfield? Is he with you, Liverpool fans? Is Trent Alexander-Arnold with you? Is Mo Salah going to stay at your Liverpool? Is Virgil van Dijk going to stay at your Liverpool? Is Luis Diaz going to land at Barcelona? They've just lost 2 on the bounce. Just to name a few. Darwin Núñez, I don't think anybody cares. He's not on the same level as the other 4 players I've just mentioned. So that's what opposition fans could do to Liverpool fans at Anfield or when they go away to your home teams. Twofold. Remind the Liverpool fans what is going on with key players in your team. Will they unravel themselves? Will they self-destruct throughout the season? Can Arne Slot keep that together? Because he's not put anything together. Everything's been handed to him on a silver plate. That silver plate was moulded, was bashed into place by none other than Jurgen Klopp. Arne Slot is just basically there, just standing holding that silver plate. And the players are on there. He didn't put that silver plate together, and the players that's sitting on there, they all belong to Jurgen Klopp. So can he keep it all balanced? And if he can't, will he then resort to getting the likes from Crystal Palace, Mark Gahey, perhaps Ebrieze, Daniel Munoz? Who goes? Big up to Alex SR7. So that's one way. And the second way is, as I say, neutralise. I think that's the word I was looking for earlier on. Whenever any team plays against Liverpool, neutralise the effectiveness of how prolific Gravenberch, McAllister, and now Sloboshay, because he's available now because of his return from suspension. So I think that's what Manchester United try and do there. My prediction for this match: Liverpool 4:30 kickoff at Anfield versus Manchester United, I better not disrespect. No, but it has to be said they have got a mice problem. Um, Liverpool versus Manchester United at Anfield, 4:30 kickoff on Sunday. My last prediction. Uh, if Manchester United defend like they did in the first half against Newcastle, it's not going to be a 7-up evening for Liverpool. It's going to be a double figures. It's be a horror show for those Manchester United fans. Um, if Bruno Fernandes gets sent off again and in the second match that he comes back from, um, I'm just what I'm thinking in my mind with what I said earlier on. To neutralise Gravenberch, McAllister, and Sloboshy, and Manchester United have got two in the pivot. Who are the two best midfielders in the pivot for Manchester United at the moment? Against the side of Liverpool's calibre that are challenging both for the Premier League, but and also including the Champions League, and no doubt for any other offerings that are out there in other competitions. Manchester United are 2 points above my Crystal Palace at the bottom of the table of the Premier League. Let's put that into context. So, how does Manchester United stop that, cut down, unsettle Gravenberch, um, McAllister, and say Szoboszlai if they start for Liverpool at 4:30 on Sunday against Manchester United at Anfield? I think Ruben Amorim is going to go with experience, and I don't think he'll go with Casemiro and Eriksen at the same time. I think he'll go with Casemiro and Ugarte in that pivot, and then Bruno's got to do a serious number supporting those two in that pivot and upsetting and just undermining the what McAllister, Gravenberch, and Sloboshy do for Liverpool in that midfield. Because I'll tell you something, if Manchester United go to Anfield and try and stop Liverpool by trying to stop the likes of just Luis Diaz or Mo Salah or Gakpo, or it's too late by then. They will find a way, especially if they defend like how they defended against Newcastle in that first half. If they do that, it might even be 8-0 at half time. I'm not even exaggerating. Um, could Manchester United turn it around like they did against, like in the FA Cup final, against like when they did against Man City? You can't put that in comparison, I don't think. But I had to bring that up because Manchester United were not expected to win the FA Cup, but they beat City at Wembley for the FA Cup. Um, do the Manchester United players understand the importance of this match, Manchester United away at Anfield versus Liverpool? I'll tell you something. I remember seeing one of the matches recently, and Mason Mount for Manchester United in the tunnel before a match, and that was against Manchester City, if I'm not mistaken. So this is in the tunnel. Mason Mount. I was doing a watch along, and I was watching the TV. And before the players actually left the tunnel, the Manchester United players left the tunnel, I saw Mason Mount, Manchester United player, handshaking the Manchester City players, and he actually hugged, he grabbed, hugged and welcomed one of the Manchester City players. This is before kickoff against Manchester City. Big up to Alex SR. I'll come back to you in a minute on that. But that's my point. Do the Manchester United players understand the importance? I don't understand it because I'm a Crystal Palace fan. But do the Manchester United players like Mason Mount, who was hugging Manchester City players in the dugout before kickoff against Manchester City players, do they understand what it means? Not just to the football club, but to the Manchester United fans. What it means for them when this fixture comes up once a year away at Anfield. Because if the Manchester United players start handshaking and hugging the Liverpool players, that's definitely going to end up in double figures. I'm thinking it's going to be Liverpool. I'm going to do two predictions, the first half and the second half. In the first half, I can see it being Liverpool 5, Manchester United 0. In the second half, it depends. See, Liverpool have also got a heavy schedule this month. You're not going to win any trophies tomorrow on Sunday. Arnold Slot will be thinking. I'm trying to think of the way Arnold Slot, a manager, would think or a coach would think. If you're winning by a certain amount and you know you're not going to lose it, and you're at home, you've got to start resting players because of the scheduling that Liverpool have in the Champions League and in the Premier League in January. So I will say another 3-goal, 8-0, Liverpool 8. Perhaps Manchester United 1 a consolation. Okay, that's my prediction. Liverpool 8, Manchester United 1. If they defend like they defended in the first half, like they did against Newcastle United. If they don't, and they defend well, set pieces, Manchester United. We went through that phase recently at Crystal Palace. At set pieces, we would just concede. Like I would have like a heart attack, like literally. So if I add on set how badly Manchester United defend on set pieces right now, there's no physicality about them in defence. It's like watching a man attacking an opposition goalkeeper, and the only thing between him and the opposition goalkeeper is a teenager, a boy, in physicality. The fact that I've just mentioned set pieces, and I hadn't actually contemplated that, and I should have really on my prediction. Okay, Liverpool 10, Manchester United 1. It's going to be a difficult one if they don't take the foot off the gas, because Liverpool don't take the foot off the gas when they score. Arsenal do. They see at the result. A win is a win, of course. But Liverpool just keep at it and keep at it and keep at it, even when they're winning, they're winning. So, yeah, I'm going Liverpool 10. I don't think I've ever predicted a match to be won by 10. I'm going Liverpool 10, Manchester United 1. Are you going to the big up, Steve? I don't want to say because of safety reasons. I've been advised. I know why you're asking, and I know you're okay, Steve. But I've been told not to tell people where I'm going to be or not for my own for safety reasons. So if I turn up, I turn up. If I don't, I don't. But it's All I know is my Palace is going to win 2 and Chelsea's going to be nil. But it's yeah, no, I'm not. I know you mean well, Steve, and I know you're right. I know you mean all right. I know you're not asking for the wrong reasons. I know that. But yeah, no. I've been told by my family don't reveal where I'm going to be in my own time because it's yeah, just to be safe. So that's all. But yeah, I know you mean Steve. Um, but my Palace is going to win 2-0. I'm going. Yeah, you know it's big up to Alex. So he says United, Alex. United. Uh, United always have a rabbit in the hat that will jump out. Well, not if Bruno Fernandes gets sent off for a second match in a run. I don't think that will happen. He needs to keep out. He needs to keep cool and make a point. He needs to back up whoever Ruben Amorim picks in that pivot um, against the likes of McAllister, Gravenberch, and if Sloboshay for Liverpool is available now following his suspension. And Steve's going for 4-0 Liverpool. Yeah, that's not a bad one because that's more of a yeah. That's a good one because I think once they go 4-0 up, Steve, I don't think they'll be thinking of the scheduling that they have, and I mentioned it just a few minutes ago. Uh, big up to you, Steve, there, and no, no way that we ain't that trash. As Alex said, South 7. Bro, Ted, listen, go and watch the first half and how Manchester United defended against Newcastle. Look and see how they defend in set pieces against oppositions. A lot different to Liverpool's capability right now. When Liverpool get going, they don't stop. And so in the first half, I'm going 5-0 to Liverpool. But in the second half, I'm going to round it off Liverpool 10, Manchester. Unfortunately, for any Manchester United fans out there in the chat and watching on playback, Manchester United won. I think you'll get a consolation. Um, but that will be. And then, did you see the clip from Aramin telling Casemiro to push up, but he was hesitant and didn't listen? And that's the problem. That's the problem. Um, Ineos, they need to get players for Ruben Amorim that are willing to fight in the trenches with Ruben Amorim, and when the time is to come over the top, to do so. Um, and Casemiro has won so many trophies in his life. He's at the end of his career. Um, Make no mistake about it, he has won accolades for a reason, both for club and country. Like his wife politely twittered the fireplace with all the trophies on there, protecting her man, which is right. That's good that she did that. But the fact of the matter is, Casemiro's job, together with whether it's Ericsson, Kobe Mainoo, or Ugarte, they need to protect the Manchester United back line. And would they be able to do that? I don't know. Manchester United is so cooked, dude. They are so goddamn lazy. I don't know. I think they're very busy with mice at the moment. They've got a mice problem. Diego, I tell you what. If you told me that Bellingham missed that penalty and Mbappe scored an offside goal and Richard got a red card, I still wouldn't believe it. No, I wouldn't believe it either. You're absolutely right. It all happened in the second half. I'm so happy that I did a watch along for that second half there. I think Bruno will be suspended for the Liverpool. No, he's not. I've just read it. He's available. Bruno Fernandes is available tomorrow. Um, I think I've got it here. I can read it. It says here, Bruno Fernandes and Manuel Ugarte return from suspension, but Victor Lindelof, Mason Mount, who was given a hug and given handshakes to all the Manchester City players before kickoff, uh, and also Luke Shaw, they remain on sidelines. That's official. I've got it here in print, so that's official. So yeah, he's available. Right, I'm going to call it a day. I think that's 209 minutes. I don't know how many minutes or how many hours that is. And um, and Alex SR is saying United's got this. Uh, I don't think they could catch a mouse, let alone catch a Liverpool player. Real talk. Guys, I need to end this. I need to go and get ready for tomorrow. But Alex SR says, hugging rivals, utter woke nonsense. If I ever catch a Crystal Palace player in the tunnel, hugging, giving handshakes to a Brighton player before kickoff, whether it's at Selhurst Park or at the Amex, I'll be asking the powers that be at Crystal Palace, just get rid of him. There's a time and a place for professional football players to greet each other, to respectfully speak to each other. But before kick-off, when it's Brighton against Crystal Palace and Crystal Palace versus Brighton, before kick-off in that tunnel, it's not the time. It's not vino in your hand and canapes, Spanish, canapes there, a la carte. It's not the time. It's not the time to get a glass and with your martini and gin, wherever. It's not the time, okay? So if Manchester United players who are on over 100, 200 or sometimes £300,000 a week are doing that, Manchester United fans, you should ask yourself a question. Yeah, I will. I will go and rest. Did you hear Xerxes might go on loan to Juventus? Yes, I heard something. Bahalic, he was linked with Manchester United. I don't think you'll get Bahalic. Am I wrong in saying this? But isn't Juventus still in the Champions League? And if they are, he wouldn't leave. I could be wrong in that. I mean, I don't think Juventus are going to win it. I actually had them as a dark horse, but Sporting has beaten me to that in the dark horse sort of to go towards the latter stages of the Champions League. But then Ruben Amorim then jumped ship to Manchester United. Gyökeres says Victor Gyökeres scored a hat trick. Yeah, he scored a hat trick, but they equalised. They didn't win. They drew. Victor Gyökeres. If Liverpool come in for Victor Gyökeres, if Newcastle United come in for Victor Gyökeres, if Arsenal come in for Victor Gyökeres, financially, because of the players, the amount of players that that Manchester United have on high wages, they may not be able to offload enough to bring him in. I could be wrong. I don't know the figures, but I've got a sense that that's the hunch of it. If Victor Gyökeres lands in another Premier League club other than Manchester United, that will be undermining, in my opinion, the appointment of Ruben Amorim within the setup of Ineos, because he'll be saying to Ineos, have you guys just dropped me underneath the bus here or something? Because, like, I've got his number. Hello. So there you go. So it is where... And Alex SR saying, United got this. You ain't got this. You can't even catch a mouse at the moment. You're not catching Liverpool. I've never in my entire life have I ever predicted a 10-1 prediction. And that was it. Oh my God, our friend at the back collapsed. No way, has he? No, he's there. He's still there. He's still there. It's penny for the guy. He's still there. And oh no, wait a minute. The duck has fallen down. Oh, the duck has definitely had enough. Right, I'm off to have a bath. And no one else is going to see it. Please subscribe at Tego Palace. Please help me get to 10 likes if you're watching this on playback. That was the watch along for the second half of Valencia versus La Real Madrid. And yeah, good night to Alex SR7. And also, I just want to say thank you to Lord. I'm using a different device today, so you might not be able to. So thank you to Alex SR7. Thank you to Steve RFC. Big up to you, Steve RFC. Um, and bro, and then also I saw somebody else in the chat. Oh, Paul Brady. I do apologize, Paul Brady. I missed you on the thing. I'm using a new device. Actually, it's my very first device that I ever used, and I stopped using it because there's no sound in it. And but before, because many of people out there, if you don't know, for new content creators, and I do still class myself as that, when you start to begin to talk into a camera and talk about subject, it's a big hurdle. To do it into a video, and the sound is a big hurdle. I find that so difficult, and more difficult it was because the device that I'm using right now, the microphone port is and the sound port is just, it doesn't work what it should do. So that's probably what made it even more difficult at the time. At one time, I remember doing like 10 videos to practice, and then when I went to upload it, no sound came up, and I was like, "What's going on here?" And I gave up at one point, and I had to go back a few weeks later, thinking, "Okay, I'll give it another go," but with another device. Paul Brady says, "Good news, Diego. Liverpool are not interested in Mark Gahey." Thank you. That's the best news I've had all day. Thank you, Paul Brady. If you're still there, yes, yes. But listen, when Valencia was winning against Real Madrid, I expect many Liverpool fans will be worried that the powers that be at Real Madrid would have been on the blower to Liverpool FC, perhaps exploring more options and more conversations between Real Madrid and Liverpool FC about the availability of Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I think that's it. Um, and I think that's it. Right. Oh, big up to Damo1168. Yeah, big up to you asking where in the. You said you're in the Arthur. Yeah, I'm in the main. Um, uh, I cannot believe. Actually, one. Who else was there? I can't see anybody else in the chat. But Edge TV, big up to Edge TV. I hope you are well, do. Thank you for dropping in early doors. Oh, there was another one called Box Thorn Cutter. Hello Madrid. Looking forward to seeing that Trent Alexander-Arnold don the famous white shirt. Oh, on my days. You are brave to come here and say that. There's a few Liverpool fans in the chat. Box Thorn Cutter saying, Hello Madrid, looking forward to seeing Trent A. Arnold donning the famous white shirt. Ay, Dios mío. Nah, man, that's. Yeah, so I'm big up. I'm going to finish off on this. Shay Arsenal, who said at the very beginning, at the top, said, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new here and get this channel to 2K subscribers. Thank you very much, Shay Arsenal. It's actually quite humbling to see someone there putting that in there, and asked all of you there. I recommend my friends to you. Haha, you're funny. Thank you, Alex SR. I appreciate that comment as well. Yeah, I'm off to get ready for tomorrow for Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. Come on, Palace. We've got to get 3 points and climb up that Premier League table. And don't forget, on Sunday, there is that fixture that I've just finished my predictions on. None other at Anfield. The Liverpool fans versus the Manchester United fans. Um, yeah, that's going to be a spectacle in itself. Get the popcorn ready. If you're watching on playback, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I do content on Crystal Palace men, the Crystal Palace women. Quickly show you this. It's wicked merchandise at Crystal Palace. Go and check out the club shop. This is the Crystal Palace women's team there, the best women's team in the WSL. There you've got there. I'm just going to point. I know pointing is rude there, but that lady there, the legend there, that is Laura Kaminsky. Good luck to Laura Kaminsky. And also I want to mention as well, because 2 days ago, my player of the season last season, when the Crystal Palace women won the Barclays Women's Championship. This is the lady here, Hayley Nolan, the Republic of Ireland international and Crystal Palace defender, and she's also a very good attacking and defensive midfielder, and also she's absolutely brilliant at scoring goals. Yes, that's right. Go and watch her goals on Palace TV on the official webpage. Amazing player. I gave her my vote. But the player that was voted last season, women's player, voted by the fans at Crystal Palace, was this lady here, Molly May Sharp. She's absolutely brilliant as well. The intensity that she brings, the intensity that Molly May Sharp brings to the Crystal Palace women team, whether she starts from the get go or whether she comes on as a substitute, she leads by example. She adds um, the intensity of the approach of attacking the opposition goes up a notch, another notch, and that's done by players like Molly May Sharp here from Crystal Palace, and but she won the vote overall last season. But I gave it to Hayley Nolan and the Republic of Ireland international defender and Crystal Palace women defender. She was absolutely brilliant, and also yeah, congratulations soon to Elise Hughes, the Welsh international, um, for what she's gone through. I think she'll be helping a lot of players that have gone through a similar injury that she's gone through. And I'm so glad to see her there practicing on the grass again with the squad of Crystal Palace. Laura Kaminsky there with Alan Jeffrey there and all the other coaching staff there for Crystal Palace. They're all absolutely amazing. Crystal Palace women there. Good luck for the rest of for the 2025, the rest of the season. At um, uh, I know most of them by first and surname. As a football fan, I don't know anyone in person, of course, just a football fan. But when you get, when I've had the opportunity to go and watch them play, I did the only match for the Crystal Palace women that I've been there today this season was the very first opening match that was against. Tottenham Hotspur women at the Leighton Orient Stadium. I think that's where it was. We held it at, and we lost 4-0. But I loved the way, the passion, the dedication from the Crystal Palace women on that first day of their WSL. Playing against Tottenham Hotspur women. Tottenham Hotspur women are a very good side. Last season they made it to the FA Cup. They um, the Tottenham Hotspur women, they lost to Manchester United women last season in the FA Cup. So they're very good, established, very um, squad in depth abilities there. They've also got Tottenham Hotspur women. They've got Araya Dennis, who we had on loan last season from Tottenham Hotspur. Watch out for that name. It's Tottenham Hotspur women's football player Araya Dennis. She's absolutely brilliant. She did an amazing job for us. I was really disappointed that we couldn't keep her on loan or even buy her. But for me, I just want to keep everyone, but it doesn't work like that. And also, we had another loanee last season for Crystal Palace women, and that's Lexi Potter. She's a Chelsea loanee. I think she might still be the record signing, youngest ever Chelsea women's signing at Chelsea women's squad. But she's on loan with us as well right now at Crystal Palace. She's an attacking midfielder, but I think she's also a brilliant defensive midfielder as well. And she supports the whole team, not just in that midfielder area. She's absolutely brilliant, and also she knows how to score goals. So it's Lexi Potter, a Crystal Palace women player, but she's on loan to us from Chelsea. She's absolutely brilliant as well. Like Araya Dennis um, from Tottenham Hotspur women as well. Right, that's it. I'm going to end it on that because I'll be. If you get me talking about the Crystal Palace women squad and team, I'll be here all night. I won't stop. Um, but yes, Alex SR says yes. United, yeah, the Manchester United women, they won the FA Cup against Tottenham Hotspur women last season, and yeah, they're opening the very first match for Crystal Palace women in the Barclays Women's Super League. I was there. I did a little video for it. I've actually got a few videos from that match, and I haven't uploaded them. I'm so bad, so terrible. I haven't done it, um, but I was just so happy to see Laura Kaminsky, her coaching staff, and her players in that first match in the WSL, and they'll be doing bits for the rest of the season. I know that they will climb up that WSL. Right. Thank you very much for watching. I've thanked everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for dropping in. I think I have hit 10 likes. You lot are absolutely amazing. The last watch along I hit 10 likes. The one before that was 15. And before that, I think I only hit 3 or 4. And that's what I always only expect, 3 or 4 likes. But you lot are hitting 10 likes every time. Thank you very much. Please, if you're watching on playback, hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. And okay, watch out for tomorrow. And I'll update you as it goes along. Thank you for watching and stay safe. The things I'm using on your device, and how do you end this? Uh, where do I end the stream? Um, no, that's the pinned comment. That's Shay Arsenal. That's to move the screen horizontally. That's the chat. I don't know how to end the stream. Wait, people, just give me a second. Oh, it's been a long day. It's 40 minutes past midnight. No way. I've got to get ready. What's that do? Save, highlight, share, mute microphone, cancel. But then how do you end the damn thing then? How do you? No, you're still putting comments, so then that's not off. Top chat, live chat, super chat. None. Cancel. Save, highlight, share, mute microphone, cancel. But if I press cancel, I'm back to square one. Report removed, timeout. No. Oh, oh, oh. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. How do you end this? I nearly swore there. What's this do? Oh, look, this can change the colour. Look at that. You can change colours. So you can have like a dance party feature. This is what Crystal Palace are going to be doing tomorrow, celebrating when we beat Crystal Palace, when we beat Chelsea tomorrow. Look, it's called the dance party selection, or you can go slate. What's that do? That's just gone black and white. That's gone colour. No filter. That's all very fine and well, but how do you then end it? Oh, bloody, it can't be that difficult. I'm going to have to Google it. God, this is going to... They're going to think I'm an amateur or something. Live chat. Top chat. Live chats. None. Cancel. Okay, this is getting stupid now. How do I... It's a fiesta. Look, it's not a fiesta. It's 40 minutes past midnight. I've got to go and get ready for tomorrow. I've pressed everything that I've got an option. Live. If I press on the live, nothing happens. I've got 5 people watching, trying to see me end the stream. Oh my God, I hope this doesn't get clipped. It's not funny anymore. I've got 10 likes. That's very well. Look, I've pressed everything. I've got save highlight, share, mute microphone, and cancel. But when I press cross and cancel, nothing happens. I'm still on. Right. Shall I just switch the phone off? Ah, right. It's there. It's because the glass is broken. The glass is broken. The glass on this iPhone is broken, so I can't see it. That's what it is. Now I've just found it. It's because the iPhone that I'm using, the glass on the iPhone is cracked. It's busted. So I've just pressed it over here, and so it says, "Do you want?" I found it. Yeah. Good night, Alex SR. Good night. Good night. Good night. It's like the I mean, like good morning. But yeah, take care. Thank you for watching. I found it. Thank you for watching. I found how to end the stream. It's just the glass is broken here. God. Oh my days. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. Until next one. Stay safe, everyone. Oh yeah, keep warm. It's going to snow tomorrow. Oh my God, if the match is postponed. Oh my God, I hope I haven't jinxed it. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Bye bye.